What's up, y'all? It's Antoine Winfield Jr., safety for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
What's up, y'all? This is Jahan Wolf from the New York Giants.
What's good, y'all? This is Sterling Shepard.
This is Justin Tuck. This boy Flex Gilbert, Super Bowl 42 world champion.
Chris Godwin from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
What's up? This is Saquon Barkley. Dex Lawrence II.
Yo, this is Mike Evans with the Tampa Bay Bucks.
And we about to go live on Flag on the Play.
Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Flag and Play, episode 127. I'm here with Buki, my dog Early back, BK. You know, Joel back here again. My boy Flam back here, man. How are y'all feeling? How are you feeling?
Great.
Feeling good.
Won a lot of money, so I feel good, man.
Same. Nah, I can feel it. Yo, JJ. I said, my son JJ done pulled up. Okay, yo, he can't. He not. You cut the hair, nigga?
I mean, was he supposed to keep it?
Nah, he's supposed to cut a little bit of his hair because the Panthers made the playoffs. But what's good, JJ? How you feeling, brother?
What's up, man? How y'all doing, man? It's good to see all y'all, man.
What's the
Nah,
deal,
we do got a runner. I should have made a poster because Matty's ducking y'all. He didn't want to pull up. He didn't want to pull up.
Everybody always
That's crazy because he was talking crazy last week.
He hitting you with one of these?
Yeah, that's exactly what he hit me with. So before we get to the Patriots shit, because it's gonna be a long talk about this Patriots shit. I'm gonna start with you, Joel, because obviously you was a pretty big talk of the town. You know, you're Cleveland Brown when you asked Sam Darnold, you know, give you a bless, come to Seahawks, man. All that. You a huge Sam Darnold fan. We all know this. Ben, you've been around with Sam Darnold since day one because you are, well, I don't know, you 50-50 as a Jets fan. After all this run, having a great year, do you think it's finally time to start saying that Sam Darnold's a top 10 quarterback?
Well, I think he is. I mean, statistically, last 2 seasons, he's been a top 10 quarterback. Last season, in 2024, he was top 5 in passing yards, top 5 in passing touchdowns. But what held him back is that he didn't perform in a big moment. And then this year, he goes to Seattle in a brand new offense, throws for 4,000 yards, 25 touchdowns, plays the turnover-free playoffs. And listen, did he do a lot in the Super Bowl? No. Did he do a lot in the divisional round? No. But in the conference championship, which I think was the real Super Bowl, because it was between the Rams and the Seahawks, between who was going to win this year. He lit them up for 346 yards and 3 touchdowns. If he doesn't have that masterclass of a game, the Seahawks aren't hoisting up the Lombardi trophy. So I think regardless of where you got Sam Darnold ranked, I think he shed a lot of narratives and labels off of him. I think he proved that he can show up in a big time moment. And right now there's a lot of really good quarterbacks, and there's a lot of projection going on with quarterbacks that are within the 8 to 15 range. How do you feel about Caleb Williams and his potential? How do you feel about Bo Nix? How do you feel about Jaden Daniels? Drake May, how low are you dropping him after this playoff run? I think because there's so much young quarterbacks with potential, somebody that has actually produced in back-to-back years at a high level is probably going to get displaced by many. But for me, I value performing at a high level in back-to-back seasons and then performing in one of the biggest moments in the NFC Championship game and being the starting quarterback for a team that won the Super Bowl. So I feel like at the very least, he should be a top 10 quarterback.
Flam?
I agree with Joel. Like, I understand. Me personally, even with me, like, I hate when people tie wins to quarterbacks. Like, me personally, I hate that. But the common denominator between the Vikings last season and the Seahawks this season is somebody who's able to, you know, for the most part, come through when his team needs him the most, not do too much. And when that crazy defense gives up 500 yards and 3, almost 4 touchdowns in the NFC Championship game, who stepped up and made plays? That boy Sammy D. And, you know, he gave JSN one of the greatest wide receiver seasons of all time. You got to put some respect on Sammy's name. Top 10 might be kind of pushing it, but if people do have him in their 10, I won't be mad at it. So,
Buki?
Yeah, man. I got a new nickname for my guy, Sam Narrative Killer Darnold. That's my guy, bro. Listen, I think he single-handedly proved to us, like I said in a video earlier, I believe last week, we don't hold organizations accountable enough. This mentality where, oh, we're only going to get as far as our quarterback takes us is toxic, bro. And it really, really holds back the full potential, I feel like, of a quarterback. Now, had he earned some of the labeling that he got? Yes, I believe that he, you know, imploded, you know, a few times in big. He has imploded in big moments before, but I don't have a problem with him being a top 10 quarterback simply because he showed us that you don't have to be a top 3 quarterback to win the Super Bowl. So his, like Joel said, I think his ball security and just, you know, management of the football and making sure that he didn't make big mistakes, it was huge. And his team, including special teams, defense, it's an entire effort. And I think he proved that, man. I don't have no problem with him in the top 10. He probably would be just on the outside of mine, like in the 11 and 12 range. But yeah, I believe he is no problem with that narrative and a consensus.
Early.
Hey man, if we be honest, dog, this is why, like, I'm be honest with you, this is why, like, and I tell the people at home, man, if you somewhere where they don't appreciate you, man, get out of there, man. Too long we be staying in situations that don't help us, financially, spiritually, mentally, or physically. And sometimes you got to get away. Now let's think about this, right? And we speaking on Sam Darnold, right? 3rd overall pick. If this was, and this is the problem with guys who come to the league like CJ, who've been shitty lately, guys like Patrick Mahomes, guys like Jaden Daniels. Like, we've seen guys, Justin Herbert his first year, we've seen guys come into this league and dominate. Where I'm from, you know, at the good age of 31, it used to be a time we just wait for guys to develop and get good. Sam Darnold is 27, 28. This is right around the time, if you came into the league at 22, you know, 21, 22, this is right around the time where you're supposed to be catching your stride. So let's say Sam Darnold played for the same organization, and then 4 years later, he started to figure it out, like people used to do back in the day. We would be putting him probably top 10 more comfortably, but I think the whole stigma of him having to move around a little bit and find his home is a problem. But I ain't be honest with you, 2 years, we shit on him in the playoffs, for him to come back the very next year and dominate and do what he did and just great fashion, and went through some good teams. Yeah, man, this nigga top 10 for sure, bro. Your favorite guy can't win.
Hey, early, real quick.
Your favorite guy can't win.
I think him going around like that just shows how lazy a lot of these organizations are.
Yeah, we love, look, and I'm
your
still my dog.
quarterback.
I'm still the Bakers, man, but we love Baker Mayfield. We love redemption stories. Sam is the ultimate redemption story. And unlike that Jalen Hurts guy that y'all love so much, I watched Sam Darnold do it in the regular season both times, and then, you know, do it in the playoffs. Man, Sam got to be at least 10, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. There's a couple guys we can kind of just move them out the way. Sam got to be at least 10 until further notice.
Should just move them out the way.
There's a couple guys we can move out the way. Like those.
Who though?
Jaden Daniels.
A lot of people got
Darnold.
Jalen in their top 10. A lot of
Jalen's barely top 15. He's barely.
I said Jaden Daniels or Sam Darnold.
I would say
guys like Jared Goff, guys like, and again, I love them until further notice. Guys like Jordan Love, CJ Stroud, move them out the way, bro. We can start moving people out the way. I ain't gonna lie to you, like, all right, bro, like, let's sit down here until you show me something, and then maybe we'll put you higher. But right now, Sam, off of what he done the last 2 years, got to be top 10, because if somebody else did it that you loved, you know, y'all will be riding it. So yeah, I'm going top 10 at least, bro.
BK,
you know where I've been with Sam since last year. I had him top 5 for the season. Now he just capped this shit off with a ring. Yeah, he's in my top 10. The nigga, he's like borderline 5 for me. He's like 6 in the 6-7 range. Like Sam Darnold to do what he did last year.
Borderline 5 money.
What's he talking about?
Yeah. You will not get me off this train. Now that you want to ring, I was
borderline
pushing it
5
then.
is like,
I was pushing it then. I'm pushing it now. No bullshit. No, like he just capped it off with a ring. Like the only QB from the 2018 class that y'all covered so high, he caps the shit off with a ring, and then he's been doing it for the past 2 years. And I expect him to keep ascending with a great roster. Yeah, Sam Darnold deserves top 10. I'm pushing nasty agendas now that he got the ring. He's in like my.
I think Sam Darnold better than Dak.
Now I'm taking yeah.
No,
I am,
and I feel like this is a.
That's why I said 10, because I can name 9 better than them, but I can't name 10 better than them. That's why I said 10. 10 is cool.
This where you could fall into the trap of the giving a quarterback too much credit for winning overall. And I feel like this is where last season I thought Eagles fans were very annoying about the Hurts placement, because the Eagles winning, it was an all-time team. The 2024 Eagles is one of the best teams in NFL history, top to bottom. But them winning was all about a quarterback, when the quarterback all season wasn't the driving force of their success. The defense was, and wasn't the driving force of their success offensively. The run game with Saquon Barkley was, and all those numbers that he put up in the NFC Championship game, in a Super Bowl. That's all a byproduct of how much teams accumulate to stop the run. Like, you see how the Chiefs defended the Eagles in the Super Bowl. They're leaving A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith with one-on-one coverage, no safety help, because they're trying to stack the box and stop Saquon Barkley. When Patrick Mahomes has no run game and they're still playing with two high shells, trying to make sure that Hollywood Brown doesn't catch a ball over the top. It's just quarterbacks see different coverages, and I feel like Sam Darnold, listen, he played really well, but I don't think that all of a sudden he's like an elite echelon of quarterbacks because of that. I feel like the last 2 seasons he's played really well. He's played great. I think that like at most I can put him as a 10th best quarterback in the NFL. That's where I have him. But outside of that, I can't really hear an argument for him being elite, because this wasn't an elite regular season from him. And he had an elite postseason game, but this wasn't an elite postseason run.
Oh, I hear you. I just value like getting it done at the highest level. I haven't seen it from a lot of the QBs, but if y'all want to put him 10, that's fine. I'm just pushing a little bit of an agenda.
I'm gonna go to JJ, and then I got a question to double back.
Yo, Joel, Early, whoever was about to get on Flam too. By the way, I know you stop being nice. We don't got to be nice right now. The Super Bowl's already over. You know what I'm saying? Respect Sam Darnold, all that stuff. That was straight cap, BK. I'm not gonna cap. What you pushing right now is
top 5 is like, what are you talking about, bro?
I'm pushing that stock to the moon. You'll see.
He's not even
what you pushing right now is some nasty work.
You'll see.
Like Joel, I know
the clicks, bro. That's crazy.
A couple years ago, so you kind of like giving him a little slack because he's like, nah, let's just keep it real. He can win the Super Bowl. He can go do what he did. He had a great year last year. He was playing pretty well for the most part at the beginning, especially throughout the middle of the year, and then slowly weighing down throughout the last part of 2025 and turning 2026. He got the team, and he was part of the reason why they made it to the Super Bowl. But at the end of the day, Sam Darnold is not no quarterback that you're going to start saying that is immediately top 10 all off of winning a ring. If you feel like that, BK, I don't know how you value Jalen Hurts, because really I haven't been able to chat with you and really gauge or stuff like that. But any quarterback that wins a ring, I feel like you should start thrusting them up into the top 10 immediately.
Well, for me, last year,
but it's performance too, JJ. You being
Sam Darnold. What's Sam Darnold doing?
Darnold's performance.
I'll explain it once for chill, because I'll explain it once everybody chill.
I feel you. You said performance too, but Sam Darnold's performance wasn't that great in the Super Bowl. Yet he's still top 10.
I'm gonna be real with you though. In this playoffs, he broke everything he needed to do, right? So I watched Sam do this, right? First game, it was like, my nigga, that was really a Kenneth Walker game. You ain't really do too much. Second game, I had to duel it out. And actually I had to win. So like now I'm like, okay, cool. Because the first game I literally watched that game was like, nigga, you barely had to do anything. You threw like 15 passes the whole game. Second game, I got to duke it out and outdo Matthew Stafford, right? Then in the Super Bowl, why I respect it is because JSN ain't hitting right now, and I still got it done. Like everything was supposed to be done as far as narrative wise, bro. He did what he supposed to do.
Darnold wasn't overthrowing JSN down the field multiple times.
Darnold almost opened the game with like 2 or 3 pick sixes.
That one throw down the field, bro, when he missed him, bro.
They were showing Christian Gonzalez highlights on JSN. That was really Sam Darnold low lights.
That one on the goal line, like JSN got separation.
Like JSN was John Stravish shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Even that throw he did to Rashid, bro. He had like. He was trying to put it to where Gonzo couldn't get to it. But Gonzo was having an elite game, bro. Like, we gotta admit to that.
2 pick sixes to open the game, though. Like, there was some bad late out routes he threw.
I'm be real with you. And again, I respect that, Flam. He had to go again. And I think we forget this, bro. This is your first time in the Super Bowl, bro. I expect everybody to have jitters, bro. I don't care who you are. So when he gets in there and you see the beginning of the jitters, once the jitters came off, I saw him make plays and make throws, bro. And I'll be real with you, and we being honest, it was every time they got in the red zone. I mean, Mike McDonald he would get you down the field with good play calling, then get in the red zone and start doing bullshit, bro. I was like, Mike, why you overthinking this, man? He was overthinking a couple red zone plays where they had to kick field goal where it was like, why you doing an end around right now, bro? You doing a screen right now? Come on, bro.
Ultimate Cape Fest that I'm hearing.
Listen, it wasn't.
What do you say, JJ?
I said he could be saying all this right now. This is the ultimate Cape Fest in my eyes. Let's just keep it a stack. The brother's not top 10 off of winning a Super Bowl. If y'all feel like if BK, and even if you want to say he's top 10, right? Because being in the top 10 versus saying like you top 6, top 5 is 2 different things. But still, even then, I don't think you saying that him being top 10, I feel like that's just a stretch. Like, I feel like y'all are really dragging
Give me your 10 over him. Give me your 10 over him.
Okay, we can go. We'll automatically go with the regular top 5, Pat Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen. who else? Matthew Stafford, Justin Herbert. Drake May is still better than him. That playoff run was great. Drake May is still better than him.
Doing Justin Herbert
better than him. Jordan Love is better than him.
I'm cool with Justin Herbert actually. I'm cool. With
Jordan Love for sure. Jordan Love. I'm tripping.
Trevor Lawrence is better than him.
Yeah.
Dak is better than him
for sure.
Yeah.
I think Trevor Lawrence and Sam Darnold is a conversation. I don't think that Trevor Lawrence has.
Yeah, why is Trevor Lawrence? And we gonna be for real, bro. Why Trevor Lawrence is there? Like, why he just there?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're so
you ain't about
cool
to just
on
make me
Trevor,
say that,
but
bro. Nah, bro.
Darnold
Make me say Trevor Lawrence, bro.
Is
Some of them
better
names,
than
bro,
him?
I have put up the numbers while I respect.
but before he started saying something, I was about to get to that because the real talk about talking to town. Man is not better than golf. Golf winning that Super Bowl too. I'm just gonna tell you.
I
that
was
right
just
now.
about to ask. You know,
I
I'm
don't
from
know.
Detroit. I'm a Detroiter, bro.
I literally watch golf. I watch golf literally like shoving the suit. I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Where he clears golf is obviously
he
obviously clears golf on the legs. I mean, we
thought
understand
that
that.
Detroit was going to smoke Washington last year when they
Thank you,
faced
bro.
them in the playoffs, and Jared Goff was the reason why they fucking lost.
Yeah, I don't know why we're pushing golf.
Like, bro, with a way better team. The team wasn't even close, bro.
Jared Goff.
Sam Darnold lost the Vikings the playoff game last year. So what's your point?
He was under pressure 52% of the time. In
No,
the
he
playoff
played
game. There was nothing there. There was nothing open.
He played terrible, Joel.
No, I'm not saying Sam Darnold didn't play terrible. The entire offense played terrible. There was nothing to be had for Sam Darnold. And I feel like you're holding way too much weight on this performance in the Super Bowl when he got 346 yards and 3 touchdowns in the NFC Championship game. Did the defense show up against Matthew Stafford and the Rams? No. Sam Darnold had to outduel Matthew Stafford to lead the Seahawks to the Super Bowl, and he did. That's not a game Jared Goff wins.
In my whole spiel about talking about Sam Darnold, did I ever knock him for playing the Rams, or did I not?
You just said Goff wins the same bowl. He doesn't get to the bowl with.
Yeah, he don't, bro.
He don't.
That duel off with Matthew,
You
bro.
think
He
Goff
found a way
is
to
doing
lose that
that
game, bro.
With that interior offensive line, I don't know.
Dealing with Patrick Mahomes, you telling me he can't do that again?
All right.
You mean in 2018? It's 2018.
He's done it more than once. He's outduel quarterbacks on plenty of.
Now I ask you something, but JJ, why he lose last year? O-line was legit. Running game was the best in the league. You had J-Mo emergent. You got Amon St. Brown, who's the top 7 receiver. Bro, I seen him lose with worse, bro. Sam Laporta. I've seen him lose with more, bro.
Bro, we had one of the worst cornerback rooms in the NFL, bro. Our defensive back play was terrible. Like, we stayed getting cooked with big plays. Like, I can attest to that. Like, I'm not no excuses. He's a part of the reason why we lost, but I don't want to pretend like he had that. He did not have that Seahawks defense.
Are we freaking serious? I just watched Caleb Williams go run 50 yards backwards and throw a football into the end zone against that same secondary y'all talking about Sam Darnold outdoing him with. The same secondary.
Caleb better than Goff too.
I'm not. Hold up. But
Caleb better than who?
JJ, no one's saying that the Rams. No one's saying that the Rams corners are amazing. JJ, what we're saying is that there are too many quarterbacks that y'all like that would have fucked that game up, and he wouldn't fuck that game up. I'm telling you, Justin Herbert. I'm telling you that. Bro, Jared Goff. What does Jared Goff show you? Why he hasn't?
Actually, I don't even want to go down this because I already brought up a hypothetical, and that's on me. I don't even want to argue this hypothetical. So we're just gonna keep going back and forth.
But it's okay to admit that after them, it's okay to admit, JJ, to after them first 6, bro, on some real shit, bro. We do this every year. After them first 6, you niggas changed them so fucking much. If niggas was so, wait, JJ, if Sam, I don't know about you, but in particular, but if a nigga like Jared Goff was somebody to stand on, then why would he have a good year? He already top 7, top 8. Why would Jay have a good year? He already top 6, top 7. Y'all don't fuck with them niggas for real. Because every time somebody come along and look shiny, you niggas moving out the way.
Earl,
y'all do it every time.
You bring this up, and this is why I don't get mad at you for this. Every single time you bring this up, you fail to realize that I'm not ever included in those conversations. Because anytime Trent brought up when they were talking about CJ Stroud, year 1 was already top 10, I said, why are we already doing that? I said, why? That was the first thing I said. Same thing with Jaden Daniels. Same thing with Drake May. This is Drake May's second year. It don't matter.
You know why I will, JJ, you know why I will.
Williams.
So, JJ, I will respect you, bro. I swear to God, I will respect you. But you look me in my motherfucking eyes, and Michael Penix shows you nothing that Jaden Daniels showed, that CJ Stroud showed, and you said with a straight face he could be a top quarterback in the next 3 to 5 years. You said that to my face, bro.
Projection versus something.
But hear what I'm saying to you. But hear what I'm saying to you. I'm more okay. I'm more okay with a person. I'm more okay with a person jumping the gun, saying a guy like C.J. Stroud and Jaden Daniels could be top 7 or top 8 when they actually showed you something versus a nigga who ain't really showed you nothing and you still believe him. You still think his potential's that high when he ain't showed you nothing.
For one, you're gonna use me being a fan of a player as the crux of your argument. For one, 2.
So you admit you were just a fan and you was bullshit?
Two.
So you don't study your word.
The same basis of how people are going off of 4 games or even 6 games for Drake May. When I do it for a quarterback that I like, and I'm projecting, I didn't even say he is. I am projecting. I didn't say he is top 10. I said he can be. Can
any of y'all here name me 6 games that Michael Penix played in a row when you thought it was worth him saying he could be anything in this league? What was that 6-game stretch? What was that 6-game stretch?
Automatically top 10 because he won a ring. He put a ring on his finger, held up the Lombardi, and said, he's top 10. That's what he said.
But you said a 6-game stretch. C.J. Stroud has showed me in a point of a 6-game stretch. Jaden Daniels has showed me. Caleb Williams has showed me. I'm just talking about guys who have showed me. Even Sam Darnold has showed me. You said a 6-game stretch. What Michael Penix 6-game stretch you ever watched that was something where you say, oh, this could be a quarterback here?
A 4-game stretch in the last 4 in his 4 games when he played before leading into that. I said I see potential. I see what he can do, and I see why he could be why he has the ability.
You didn't see enough out of Michael Penix to say he could be a top quarterback in the league, bro.
Athletic profile. I'm going based off of the side of his hands. I'm going based off of all that stuff and saying why he could be a top 10 guy.
Joel, you hear him?
I think this is the thing.
Is he for real?
Go ahead and argue me on that.
Move on from Michael Penix.
Bryce Young is top 15.
I didn't say that.
Shut up!
I never said that. Yeah, I know how I feel about Bryce Young. But you know what's funny though? The same way you doing that, you're right. Let's say I did say Bryce Young was top 15. The nigga ass that he owned, bro, built the ass every time he touched the field. You love that nigga. So what we talking about?
Go ahead, because fuck Michael Penix right now. What you about to say?
Yeah. I think that listen, this is. I think quarterback discourse always gets wonky at the end of the season because quarterbacks that don't make the playoffs get an extreme amount of benefit of the doubt. And if you struggle, have a bad game in the postseason, there's just a ton of overreactions. Like overall, I think that the playoffs isn't the only thing that matters. And to defend Sam Darnold, let's say last year with the Vikings, after his amazing regular season, if he performed in those moments that the team performed overall and they went to the Super Bowl and they won, it would have been much easier after that season to say Sam Darnold ranks here because he had an elite regular season to couple his championship. But the fact that it happened a year later and he had all his down moments against teams that he just melted down against, but then overcame it in the end, but didn't have the same level of season. Now it is being used against him. Overall, I'm taking the last 2 years of Sam Darnold, and you can't name me 10 quarterbacks that have played better than Sam Darnold. Exactly. You can nitpick the Super Bowl game that he had, which, listen, he didn't play well. The Seahawks offensive success rate was 32%. That was their worst outing of the season. The Patriots defense in the postseason showed they're really an elite unit. That's what they showcased to me. But overall, he had the game against the Rams, and that is what brought the Seahawks to the game in the first place. So I'm taking the last 2 years of what Sam did and saying this is where he ranks. I'm not saying that he ranks here just because he won a Super Bowl. I'm using the last 2 years of data that we have from how he's played
collectively. Thank you, Joel.
And he has played like a top level quarterback. Like, bro, there's no denouncing that.
I'm sorry. I gotta say this again. Both years, he has shown you that he has been able to go wane off. Right? Yes or no?
What, he can play great and then he can play poorly is what you're saying?
From the start of the season, he's playing on fire because we saw it in the Vikings. No one expected that when he started playing. And then towards the end of the year, people are attributing the fact that he lost linemen and all this stuff. Fine. Cool. Right? He goes to the Seattle Seahawks and does the same thing. Why are we not acknowledging that either?
I mean, I think there's something to be acknowledged about that, but I think that you're I think that you're overemphasizing how much he struggled in the second half of the season, because once Christian Darrisaw was lost, which, I mean, that's a huge loss in itself. But once he was lost in the second half of the season, he had 21 touchdowns and 7 picks in the second half of the season. And the Vikings went 9-1. It's not like Sam Darnold's play completely tailed off of a cliff. 21 touchdowns, 7 picks with a 100 passer rating is what he did from weeks 9 on last year.
When you say
Yeah.
wane up, you just mean like because he been winning with good teams. Is that what you basically
Yeah, like
saying?
JJ, can you name the QBs who don't do that though? Besides,
Yeah,
like
what are we-
the top.
It's like waning off and going from
That's
this
for
level of
any
play.
QB in the top 10. Besides,
No,
who's
that
not
is
like
not true.
Lamar,
You're not
Josh,
going from this high of a
Joe.
level of play. That's Baker Mayfield level stuff right there.
So who are the QBs who don't do that? Who's better than Sam Darnold?
That don't wane
Tell
off
me.
that drastically.
Yeah,
Let's
tell
go
me,
ahead
what
and
do you mean?
knock out the top 5 automatically. Not even Matthew Stafford goes and plays that bad in the
Of
second
course,
half.
you can put Stafford in there.
No.
Cool.
Well, Stafford's an elite quarterback.
Not
That's
even.
what I'm saying.
But hold.
Quarterbacks.
You're being nasty, and I'm lust. I think Stafford touch it all the time. But I watched Stafford have at least 5 game worth of stinkers this season where literally, bro, he damn near lost MVP, lost to y'all when he shouldn't have lost to y'all. Played against us and lost to us, bro. He almost damn near lost to MVP, bro, because of having bad games towards the end of the season. So what do you mean Stafford don't do that? Stafford definitely does that. The part of the reason why you niggas didn't believe in Stafford in Detroit because he kept doing that, bro. Like Stafford is known to have some great games, and sometimes you gonna have some fucking stinkers.
I already
said
know.
what?
I
Detroit teams just weren't that
gotta
good.
interject there. I gotta interject there.
Go ahead.
I got to. Our organization was piss poor. We didn't have the coaching staff consistency. I'm talking about maybe we had good stretches, and by stretches I mean a decent portion of a year, or maybe a year Jim Caldwell year. You want to point out Detroit was organizationally terrible. Terrible. It was quite literally run a few, try to a couple run plays, go find Calvin. That's it. That was our offense. Like, so we didn't like. Matt was
And then when
always gonna
fucking
be
Calvin
hindered
left, I
playing for
made
that
Barbara
team.
Jones a Pro Bowler. I made Golden Tate a Pro Bowler. I'm like, bro, stop, bro. I made Kenny I got Kenny Golladay paid. We ain't even talking about the Calvin Johnson yet. We talking about the fact that Matthew Stafford's career has always been a gunslinger, and with every gunslinger in NFL history, from the John Elways to the Brett Favres, you gonna have up and down games with them, even to the Tony Romos. Any gunslinger in NFL history, no matter how great they are all time, that gunslinger mentality will fuck you over. You will have bad stretches and you will have bad games because that gunslinger shit basically means you think your arm is so amazing you can put that shit anywhere, and that gets gunslingers in trouble. When you a gunslinger, bro, you can't name me a gunslinger in NFL history that ain't never had a stretch of bad games because they just don't be feeling it the way they're supposed to. That shit happens
Well,
to all
I
gunslingers.
get that. I
bro.
get that. I guess more so what I was saying is it's gonna
stretch
gonna
close
look
to
a little
that?
more ethical with Sean McVay though. Like, you're gonna have bad stretches, of course, because that's the nature of the quarterback position. But you gonna look better with Sean McVay than you are. The bad stretches I feel like was way more consistent in Detroit.
I made my top 15 quarterback list, and this is basically like based off the last 2 seasons. Like, some quarterbacks here, they're solidified and we know who they are. It's Mahomes 1, Josh Allen 2, Lamar 3. No, you could switch whatever, swap it, doesn't matter.
Nah, you keep going. You on roll, Joe.
4 is Stafford. I'm really high on Jordan Love. I think Jordan Love is one of the best quarterbacks in football. He's at number 5 for me. He had 300 yards.
Disability? Disability?
Just how he produced this year.
They love top 5?
Jordan Love doesn't have an elite wide receiver. He doesn't have a great offensive line.
Don't get me started.
And this season, he had an inconsistent run game with a ton of injuries on the offensive line. And the Packers were one of the top offenses. He was one of the most efficient quarterbacks in football. In the playoffs,
you giving Joe Burrow hurt tax, Joel?
Wait,
Joe Burrow
is better than
Joe Burrow's getting hurt tax. That's exactly.
Okay, I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you.
He's getting hurt tax.
Hey, I've been talking about it, Joel. I'm with you, Joel.
Because if I'm starting a team today, I think, okay, I would rather have Jordan Love over Joe Burrow because I can't rely on Joe Burrow to be on the field. That's why. Half of Joe Burrow's career, he's missed half of the regular season. Like, at some point that has to matter. So 6 is Joe Burrow. I have Drake May at 7. I think Drake May had a phenomenal regular season. And I still have him high, even though he had a playoff stinker. I think that you go up against a historically great run.
Now they all want to disagree with him on Drake May being top 7. Now they want to cry about that.
I really want to know why
Drake is better than
Sam. I really want to know why Drake better than Sam.
I'm not overreacting.
These are the people that were agreeing with you not even a couple seconds ago. Now they want to disagree with you on Drake May being top 7.
Now Sam Darnold. I don't know how you watch Sam Darnold this year. Think he better than Drake May? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think he is.
I don't know how you watch that, and I don't know.
Hey, the number 2 MVP candidate is not top 10. I mean, he should be, right?
He's in my top 10.
But let's see him announce me. Wait, Jordan. I mean, not Jordan.
And then number 8, I'm going with Dak Prescott. and I had him one spot above Justin Herbert. I think Dak Prescott and Justin Herbert, because Justin Herbert is so awful in the playoffs, and Dak, he's not that great in the playoffs either, but he's much better than Herbert in the postseason. That's why I had Dak over Herbert. And number 10 is Sam Darnold. And I think that from there, you can argue the other quarterbacks. Does Trevor Lawrence have an argument
Stafford?
Over Sam?
Yeah,
Stafford's
4.
number 4. I had Stafford at 4. I think Trevor Lawrence has an argument, but over the last 2 seasons, Darnold has performed better than Trevor Lawrence. Jaden Daniels is at number 12. And this is the one that I struggled with the most because I love Jaden Daniels' rookie season. But I've seen a trend when we talk about quarterbacks that it actually helps you more if you don't play. Jaden Daniels, when he played, he didn't have a game where he threw for over 250 yards. I understand that the Commanders' offense, and they had a lot of injuries. It was a bad situation, and I think overall
it was bad last year too.
You do have to give Jaden Daniels grace, but I can't just keep Jaden Daniels in my top 10 after missing virtually an entire season, playing much worse than he did in his regular season. And there's something to be said about defenses having tape on you now and adjusting appropriately. So if Jaden Daniels next year has a phenomenal year, I have no problem raising his stock. But overall, I think that, missing time matters. And number 13, I have Brock Purdy. Number 14, I have Jared Goff. And number 15, I had Caleb Williams. I think Caleb
I ain't gonna lie, Joel. Your name must be no context, bro, because you don't like context at all, bro.
Caleb Williams can be an elite quarterback. I just don't think he's there right now. But I think he can be an elite quarterback.
You don't like context at all. For you to say Joe Burrow stay hurt, and mind you, I don't get Joe Burrow the hurt sacks because I can't name 10 quarterbacks who would stay healthy with that bad O-line, bro. Like, and mind you, he not built like Andrew Luck. He not built like Ben Roethlisberger. Like, he not built like Cam Newton. So it's like, for you to just act like he stay hurt because he Derrick Rose with it. Like, nah, bro, he really be getting injuries from getting sacked, from getting hit, bro. He don't get, oh, I'm running and I tweak my leg injuries. He get actual injuries. He don't get fantasy injuries. He don't get, exaggerated injuries. He get real injuries, bro.
I listen.
And Jaden Daniels don't have, dog. Scary Terry's out most of the season. He don't have a receiving core. Literally, they had to depend on Zach Ertz. His O-line is not that good. He doesn't have a legit running back, bro. You can't. Them niggas are so unlegit, bro. It's either a Rodriguez or it's my man Merritt or it's Eckler when he healthy, bro. Come on, bro. You really just come on, bro. Stop it, bro.
So with Joe Burrow, here's why I'll debunk your argument right now. Number one, his injury that happened in 2023, he threw a touchdown to a Bengals receiver in primetime against the Ravens, and he broke his wrist. Nobody hit him. It was just a throw, and he broke his wrist, and he was out for the year. That happened with Joe Burrow. It wasn't anybody taking him down. He just threw the ball, and his wrist gave out. That is an injury that happened to Joe Burrow, and I do think that a part of what makes Burrow special, but also gets him into trouble, is that he holds on to the ball and extends plays, and that's going to naturally lead to taking more hits and more sacks. That is how he plays. And Joe Burrow, I just think that when you've been injured for 50% of your career, that has to matter at some point. We are 4 seasons removed, about to be, from the last time we seen Joe Burrow in the playoffs. That is a long time. And mind you, in 2023, he performed at an MVP level. 2024. So I don't want to take that away from him. But then this year, he gets hurt again. And I think Jordan Love can perform at that level if he has Jamar Chase and T. Higgins on his roster as well. I think Jordan Love has, for 3 straight years, has performed at a very high level, and he doesn't have that type of receiver on his roster at all. So that's where I'm just very high on Jordan Love. I think that he
got top 5 ability.
Quarterback.
You damn right, Joe. I've been saying it for a while. He got top 5 ability,
but that don't mean he top 5.
No, he got my 5s.
So Joel, do you I know niggas do this injury tax with bro. Do you injury tax CMC?
Yes.
You do? Okay. I'm just because it's like I get what you're saying. I hear you with the.
That's not. You know, that's not the same.
Yeah, it is the same. It's the exact.
I'm gonna tell you why it's not. I'm gonna tell you why it's not the same. I'm gonna tell you why. No, I'm gonna tell you why it's not the same. I'm gonna tell you why it's not the same because One has to take a hit every fucking play. Every time he touches the ball, one literally might get 30 touches in one game. In a 10-game stretch, he might average 25 to 30 touches in a 10-game stretch. Like one literally has 4 seasons of 1,000 yards rushing and 1,000 yards receiving, bro. One gets overly overused on a regular basis, bro. One is a quarterback. Like, and again, now with Joe Burrow, I'm not gonna earn tax him because most injuries are from O-line, but bro, we're not doing that for a running back, bro. That's not fair, bro.
No, it is fair. It literally is because again,
fair,
if
bro.
you're gonna tax, I'm just saying it doesn't. Because to me, there's no fucking world where Sam Darnold's even in the same stratosphere as Joe Burrow. But if you want to injury tax him, cool. I just feel like that shit applies to CMC too because they're both niggas that'll have a great year. Next year they'll get hurt. We didn't see this shit with CMC for years. It's literally the Brooklyn with CMC for years.
Or we'll literally see, or even this, or we'll see your favorite running back have a 6-year stretch and then fall off a cliff, bro. What's the difference?
Okay, no, look. If you arguing off the basis of someone being injury prone, I'm not gonna fight that trend. But I will say, like if that's all you're saying. But if you're talking about the severity of injuries or how you get injured, he is right about it being two different things. I do think the crux of your argument and what you asked Joel is a good question. I'm glad he was like, okay, yeah,
which I'm cool with. Yeah, I'm cool.
But I will say this: now that early brought up something, you said Jordan Love got top 5 ability, right?
He does top 5 ability. I'm not saying top 5 though.
So no. Why you gonna get mad at me? Saying somebody to play top 10 or be a top 10 guy in the future, but based off of his ability, and you can say Jordan Love got top 5 ability with no hesitation. You can literally go open your eyes.
Is that a full circle moment?
Yeah, no. I want who we talking about? Are we talking about Penix? Are we talking about Penix? Hey, I'm gonna look all you niggas in the face. Can I look all you niggas in the face, bro? And y'all stop being weird, bro. Let's all stop being weird today. Let's stop being weird, okay? Sam Darnold's a Super Bowl champion. Seattle got their payback on the Patriots. You know, things are new. You know what I mean? Like, let's stop being weird today. Any of you niggas see enough out of Michael Penix for y'all to believe that, bro? When I speak on Jordan Love's ability, y'all see the same ability of Michael Penix? Come on, somebody agree with him. Somebody please agree with him.
I like stirring the pot,
He got
bro.
ability, though. He got ability.
He has
Does he have Jordan Love ability? Has he shown you enough? Because again, I'm talking about the whole 2 seasons of Jordan Love. Is it the same, guys?
Yeah.
Is it the same, guys?
He don't got top 5 ability.
It's dark.
And that's why I think that. And that's why I think that.
No one else thinks that but you, JJ. What are you talking about, bro?
That's why I think J Love is in that conversation.
Individual that don't actually staying consistent.
Bro. No, the thing is, JJ, you're not being truthful. Jordan Love has actually shown you. He's shown you on the film, bro. He's going stretches in his career, bro, where he can show you that top 5. You can't name a 5-game stretch.
I dare you to argue that right now.
JJ, can you name a 5-game stretch where Michael Penix has shown you ability-wise that he can be a top 5 guy in this league, bro? Can you name a 5-game stretch?
Answer me right now that Anthony Richardson don't got top 3 ability in the league. I dare you.
Again, can you name a 5-game stretch where Anthony? Bro, stop being nasty, bro. Be honest. Can you name a 5-game stretch where Anthony Richardson has shown you?
I don't think you understand what top 3 ability means. That's like really fucking.
I mean, top 3 ability is more than just arm talent.
And running the ball.
Mahomes, Lamar, Allen. Like that's the top 3. Like,
yeah, you're pushing it.
But mind you, Joel, mind you, a nigga can come out the draft, right? A nigga come out the draft with ability, a la Anthony Richardson, a la Trey Lance. But again, I'm telling you, can you give me at least a 5-game stretch where you see him and say, man, this nigga can be special? You cannot do that. So if you're telling me you're just saying that just to say it, bro, because you literally have no film. I have film of Jordan Love showing me he got top 5 ability. You don't have film in the NFL of Michael Penix showing you he got top 5 ability. Stop lying to me, bro. You're lying to me, bro. You're being a Falcons fan, bro.
I got a 10-game stretch of Michael Penix playing football in the league right now.
You have a 10-game stretch of hip. Hey, bro, you so foolish.
Hey.
So let me ask you this question because I got into this conversation with my podcast mates yesterday, and they were very, very adamant that I had Jaden Daniels way too low.
You do.
Underrated. So is Jaden Daniels in most of your guys' top 10 still after this season?
No.
Yeah.
It's got to be more than one season. More than one season, but here on out. From here on out, it got to be more than one season.
Hey, when he came to Detroit, what he came and did to Detroit, I have no choice but to have that man in my top 10. I don't have a choice.
You can't name nobody else. I said it's more than one season.
I have Jay Daniels at 11 because of injury, not because of his.
You can't name nobody. I got the top 5, top 10.
Early, don't you have Drake make top 10?
Who, me? No, I don't have Drake make top 10.
Wow.
I said now what I said. What I said was if he get an MVP and he win the Super Bowl, you gotta put him. You gotta.
Well, if he win MVP in the bowl, you pushing him high.
Just to be nasty, he got to be 7 to 10.
Who the
Just to be
hell
nasty.
Wait.
You cannot tell me an MVP and an NFL Super Bowl winner in this league can't be. He got to be top 10.
So he has the best rookie season for a quarterback ever the year before.
Who?
He's top 10. Jaden Daniels.
Jaden
I mean, he gets
He
hurt.
did say 2-year stretch.
No, yeah, I really said that's right. Now, what I just said was this.
You
said
saying
that
JD was top 10 locked last year?
Again, hear what I'm saying? What I said from here on out, I'm gonna stop being nasty with this shit, and you got to have more than one season. Now, again, the anomaly is this. A Super Bowl and an MVP in one season. If Drake Bell did that, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. He got to be at least 10. At least 10. Nigga, MVP and a motherfucking Super Bowl MVP, he got to be at least 10.
But I mean, he was top. He's a top 2 MVP candidate. He was what? 3 scores from
worst schedule in the league.
Up until the fourth quarter. Up until the fourth quarter, that game was still like people thought that
worst schedule in the league, worst division in the league.
If the Patriots would have scored one touchdown at the beginning of the fourth quarter, people would have thought they could have won that game.
If he won MVP and the Super Bowl.
I know. I sounded a bit nasty though. I just told you that. I admitted to that. I was a bit nasty and he was top 7 to 10. I'm gonna be real with you.
Jaden Daniels, I feel like the truth is going to reveal itself next season to see who's right on this, because for me, I taxed Jaden for really, he didn't play that well when he was healthy, but there's no receivers. I mean, there was a lot of things going on with Washington, but also the injury concerns are real with Jaden Daniels. Mm-hmm. But I feel like just after this season that I witnessed from CJ Stroud, I'm kind of becoming harsher on those first-year quarterbacks that light the world on fire.
Yeah, we got to start doing that.
And then all of a sudden, they're the next big thing. Sometimes it ends up happening, sometimes it doesn't. So with Jaden Daniels, that's why I knocked this past season against him. I know that there are some people that this season was essentially like thrown away. You don't knock him at all for it. The reason I did knock him was because, okay, like I need to see it again. You had an amazing rookie season, but now teams have film on you. Now teams know your weaknesses, and now we have to see you perform at that type of level again. And CJ Stroud, we thought he was going to light the world on fire this rookie year, and he hasn't reached those highs since. And there have been situations around him that's like held him back from doing so. But overall, that's why I knocked Jaden Daniels, because it's about what you've done for me recently as well. And this season was just a complete wash for him.
Well, Joel, didn't Riv had JD5 over Joe Burrow?
Yes, he did.
So Joel, I have a question. Where did you have Jaden Daniels on your list?
Jaden Daniels is number 12. I had Trevor Lawrence and Sam Darnold over him. Those are the next two over him.
I mean, I have JD 11. So
JD's 12 for me.
Joel, CJ Stroud is literally the reason why I can't do the 1 year no more, bro. CJ Stroud is literally why I changed it, bro, because it's starting to get nasty.
I feel like if JD come back next year and he's like, all right, I can see y'all point. It's just like,
what's all right?
Like he's not the same.
I just want to see what the mental gymnastics are.
Would it be come back and have a Deshaun Watson type of year right before he got into the scandal, 33-7 type of year?
Nigga, he's locked top 10 as he should be.
He's right back in the conversation. Absolutely,
okay.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't know. I just feel like if he's top, it would be different if it was like some CJ Stroud shit to where like he had the rookie year and then he played the full season.
Yeah,
he
between JD5 and CJ Stroud,
but like he got hurt, so it's just like because like Sam Darnold over Jaden Daniels.
I don't know about that. Yeah.
I walk back the top 6. Now that
fuck
I
out of here.
Names.
Yeah, that's why I
know Woods, we gotta be real though, bro. Like CJ Stroud really fooled us, bro.
I'm not here. Fuck that ring.
If
he could have got Super Bowl MVP,
we gotta be easy on that shit, bro. It's like CJ Stroud should learn you, bro. Like, come on, bro. CJ Stroud should learn you, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie, we gotta stop doing that, bro. We got at least 2 seasons, bro.
I'm not going to use one person as an example. I'm not going to rank this other person. I'm not going to do that. So
I just thought Jaden Daniels this year just didn't play that well, though. Like I just thought he didn't. Like even when he was on the field. I don't think it's enough
sample size to take him out the top 10. though. That's just me personally.
I mean, with other quarterbacks that are consistently playing well, I think that has to matter. I think that has to matter.
Is it crazy to have
it does matter
over JD5 after?
You said what, PK?
Is it crazy to have Trevor Lawrence over JD5 after this year?
No, fuck?
I'm not gonna.
What did he do for you to say that?
Is that crazy?
It is crazy,
man.
That's
potential,
it's
man.
crazy and it's racist,
man.
To be fair, Trevor Lawrence has never been consistent.
I don't think that's wild though.
I am potential.
Trevor Lawrence has never been consistent in his career, though.
The back half of Trevor Lawrence's season this year, he was
4 games.
Probably the best quarterback in the league. Like a good
4 or 5
nine.
games.
No, it was more. It was like 9, 10.
Yeah, he was
good
this year.
Trevor Lawrence was.
It's injury reason for JD5.
It was actually 9 games, and then when he got Jacoby Myers, it went.
Like I think
he was hooping.
You can't tell me with the,
I think the Commanders really fooled y'all, bro. Like the Commanders fooled y'all. I think y'all was a good team. That was really all JD, bro. Like that team was not that good last year, bro.
Like you can't tell me with a straight face for the next 2-3 seasons, without a doubt, Jaden Daniels outperforms Trevor Lawrence.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's not wild at all for me.
And you can't tell me Trevor Lawrence gives me another season like this. You can't promise it.
I can.
You can't tell me that
JD
Daniels is going to do this.
Joel, you cannot.
I think Trevor
You
Lawrence
just said you could promise Trevor Lawrence can replicate this.
Yeah,
but JD can't replicate.
I didn't think that Trevor Lawrence had
they both can.
all around like totality an awesome year, because in the first half of this season, Trevor Lawrence was objectively mid and he wasn't playing to his standard. And it was a big reason why I said, listen, I'm high on the Jaguars, because Trevor Lawrence is going to play better eventually. And then he did. And then they rattled off a lot of wins and they ended up at 13 wins. I just think situation is everything. So now that he has Liam Cohen, BTJ, Travis Hunter coming back, Jacoby Myers, Brenton Strange, a good running game, good offensive line, I have a really tough time
always leaving out
not imagining Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars offense being a top 10 offense next year. I think they will.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Ain't no way you watched the last 6 or 7 seasons of Trevor Lawrence. You just guaranteeing like this was an anomaly year, bro. Like
with Doug Peterson, I mean, they were awful, dude. Like Liam Cohen, I think is legitimately an elite head coach. So I think that Trevor Lawrence will continue this success. Like he improved so much throughout the season with his accuracy, his footwork, his mechanics, and he trusted the offense that I think now finally playing in a great offense. Like, bro, we saw Baker Mayfield put up career numbers with Liam Cohen. I think that, and not that Baker Mayfield is bad. I think Baker Mayfield is a really good quarterback, but I think Trevor Lawrence, now that he's finally in a good, consistent situation, he'll be fine. And that's honestly my biggest worry for Jaden Daniels long term.
How can we guarantee?
That's why JD is over him. He got a Doug Peterson situation. He's putting up second half of the season Trevor Lawrence. No, that's exactly
we can't guarantee this is a good situation. We can't guarantee this. We can't guarantee BTJ right now because he showed us he had an up and down season. We can't guarantee Travis Hunter staying healthy. Are we guaranteeing Jacoby Myers as a top receiver? Like, what are we guaranteed about this offense?
He don't got to be a top receiver. He don't got to be a top receiver.
You
don't have to be.
Stop. The way you was just glazing Parker Washington, Travis Hunter coming back,
they got a lot.
BTJ
Jackson, bro, they're loaded. They're loaded.
BTJ had his best year.
BTJ at the end of the season was coming back to life, and he's had a down year. But at the end of the season, he was coming back to life. You have Travis Etienne, who had a resurgence.
But we're saying guarantee. We're saying guarantee.
Oh, I'm not guaranteeing nothing with Trevor.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He's the definition of up and down. He's the definition of that. But I'm just saying, you will probably lean towards more that early, especially with the Jack situation coming in next year. You probably would. But I just think when healthy though, like just looking at like I said,
on the Jags, they go to the bowl.
Yeah, there's no.
Manny, I don't know about that, bro.
Yeah,
but I think they'll be good though. They'll be good as well. But I don't know.
But you ain't gonna look me in my eye and tell me you just know they're gonna be good though.
Do you think they get more consistency with JD5 or Trevor Lawrence on the Jags?
JD.
Okay.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Also, the thing about that division's on the uprise. That division still got the Texans. I mean, CJ can't be no worse than it was this year. You got the Colts. The Colts are a quarterback away. You know what I'm saying?
No,
we don't know what they're gonna do.
I'm sorry, the Colts are cooked.
Why they cooked?
No, they are.
Bro, you gotta go off ability. You gotta go off ability, bro. If we're going off of ability,
we're not talking about. But we talking about the team, bro.
How long the Colts have been like a quarterback away?
On the cusp.
Oh, okay. All right, you got it.
Don't forget about the Titans. I think
because the Vikings are the same thing, so I get it.
That's such a leap.
Yeah, like I think the Titans are going to be like 6 games, Joel, but I think they still going to be like not good.
I just really
going to show improvement though.
I really believe in Cam Ward. I think he's going to be a star. I'm all in on Cam Ward.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Hey, Joel, that organization gotta get it together first, Joel. You can't be a star in the battle organization.
Robert Saleh, Brian Dable. I like the coaching staff. I think that he
you a Robert Saleh is a good head coach believer?
He's a good defensive
He's a great
but
line.
You think Robert Saleh's not a good head coach?
He
It's
wasn't
more
a
competent
bad.
than what he
wasn't-
had this
he
year.
wasn't bad with the Jets.
Yeah, I saw
love
Robert
his
Saleh
defense.
win.
Saleh
win
turned
Not
like
like
a
a
seven.
head coach.
Robert
Saleh
Saleh.
turned like a bottom 3 like defense into
Yes.
like a top 5 defense. Like
Robert
No, I said
Saleh
I
with the
love him
Jets.
as a
He won
defensive
7
coordinator. I don't
games
love him
in
as a head
back-to-back
coach.
seasons. He won 7 games back-to-back seasons with the worst quarterback playing
Jets.
football.
With Zach. Oh gosh, I remember.
With the
that.
Zach
Jets.
Wilson,
Like, bro,
Mike
if
White.
Cam Ward-
keep
Fuck
going.
Zach Wilson. It's
Tim
the
Boyle.
Jets, gang.
If Cam Ward is legit and Robert Saleh could turn around that defense, I mean, dude, I think that the Titans could be like an 8-win team.
They just gotta find a way to get some
They got the
free agents to come
They got
there.
the
That's
You
all.
think they can have a Panthers year?
For sure.
I do. Yeah, I do.
Carolina year? I do know. I agree. I was just seeing who
What's
won
their
the
pick
same
in
Who
time.
we talking about? The
Who's like the
Titans?
top three?
No, I don't. I don't.
I
With
gotta
Robert
see-
Saleh?
I gotta see
I
how the
don't. I think the
I gotta
Jaguars
see-
still going to dominate. I think the Texas defense still going to dominate because they
The
young.
Titans had a good defense.
I gotta see how the free
No, they
agency-
had John Jeffrey Simmons.
Look, like what
Defense, bro. Stop
like
it,
what
bro.
Johnny said.
Hey,
we gotta see
you don't
what's
hear
up.
no pushback from me
You
on
gotta
that
see-
shit.
You just got to see how the free agency and the draw about to happen. But let me read this
Yeah.
one super chat right now. And before I get to that, we got like 160 people in here. If you're new here, make sure you like and sub, and make sure y'all like the video. No bullshit.
Love y'all.
Shout out my nigga Vulture. He said on my mama Dak and JD Clear. You talking about Sam Darnold? Stop trying to be fake woke. I agree, especially with the
Yeah,
Dak. Sam
facts.
Darnold's not fucking with Dak Prescott. On some real
Wait,
shit.
wait.
Dak is not a
I don't know
question.
about
That's
that. Fucking with him.
disrespectful.
But here's the thing we forget. We act like
Wait,
Sam
I
was
was
a top
agreeing
3
with
pick
that.
because he.
Sorry,
Sam,
I
here's the thing,
apologize,
Sam not
I
one of them. Like
apologize.
I know how y'all do it for Brock Purdy because I understand that Brock Purdy ability might not be the greatest in the world. He just kind of wins sometimes.
No
but like
bullshit.
Sam came into this league a top 3 overall pick, being able to make all the throws. So the ability is there for Sam.
No bullshit. No fucking way.
Oh my gosh.
It was the brain though. It was the brain though.
Early. I get what you're saying. I don't give a damn. No way you watch them two play, and y'all niggas think that Sam Darnold and Dak is a conversation.
No, it's not.
Can we now
Hey,
ask the question? I don't want. I'm
Dak
not answering.
Prescott on the
Can we
Seahawks, they
definitively
go
say-
undefeated.
Can we
The
definitively
Seahawks
say
do
that
not
Dak
lose the
Prescott?
game, bro.
Can we definitively say that Dak Prescott plays for that Seattle team and makes that run and win the Super Bowl? Can we definitively
Why
say
do you
that?
not believe
Yes.
that?
Why would
What
you
the
not
fuck?
believe
I'm
that?
asking question.
Why would you not
Yes.
believe that?
I
Why
would
did
bet
you not
on it.
believe-
I would bet on it.
Why do you not believe in the worst quarterback in the league? Then if that's how you look at football.
JJ, you're not going to catch me. Michael Penix sucks, bro. Like I'm not mad at you. You're not going to
talking
catch me.
about Penix. I'm
Michael
talking about
Penix
Anthony
sucks, bro.
Richardson.
Make a point that
talking
makes
about
sense. Stop
Anthony
speaking.
Richardson.
You're trying to catch me. You're not going to catch me with Michael Penix,
Where
bro.
is me? Wait.
It's okay,
How
bro.
am I
It's
catching you?
okay.
Where am I
I'm
trying
just.
to catch you
I asked a simple question. I
Where am I
asked,
trying to catch
do
you
we
at?
think Dak Prescott
This
makes the
man's a
same
troll.
run Sam Darnold makes? That's all I asked. I didn't
Hey,
question it.
Michael Penix might need this good PR, bro, with Stefanski over there. So I think we should keep this train up. Like I ain't gonna lie.
I'm not even
Like,
talking about Penix. He's talking about ability. He's talking about Sam Darnold being as trash as he was and doing all that stuff, being the number 3 overall pick. Why don't you have that same sentiment for Anthony Richardson? Why?
Because that nigga was actually like
Ass.
dog water.
He was
like
bud.
genuine
I'm
dog
gonna tell you.
water.
Watch this. Watch this.
Whoa,
Watch
whoa,
this.
whoa,
Watch
wait,
this.
wait.
Yeah,
What
I'm about to
pick-
fry
what
you,
pick was
JJ.
that?
I'm about to fry you,
To
JJ.
JJ's
I'm about to
point.
fry you, JJ.
No. To JJ's
I'm about to
point,
fry you.
correlate it to Sam Darnold. He was hot dog shit. So
Hold
that's
on.
the part-
Sam
that's
Darnold's
the
never
point that they
reached.
saying.
I think he had a
Now, let's
decent
have
year
this
on the
conversation,
Packers.
though.
I
Let's have
never
this conversation,
expect-
though,
the Jets
because
had
Sam-
the Jets had the worst wide receiving core. In
Thank
the
you,
league
bro.
when he
Like,
got
come
there.
on, bro.
The worst.
He wasn't no
The
better.
worst.
Woods, hey,
He
Woods.
went to the Panthers
wasn't
and
any
got
better.
DJ Moore his first 1,000-yard season, bro. Like
He
what-
wasn't
what-
any better.
DJ Yard. No.
That was at Bridgewater, right?
Yeah,
No, it
that
was
wasn't
Bridgewater.
with Teddy.
That was
Okay,
Bridgewater.
excuse me.
But
DJ still had a
Woods-
good year with him. Like that,
Woods, here's
the
my point,
signs
though,
was
Woods.
there that Darnold was good. Anthony Richardson, other than throwing 80-yard passes, bro, I don't know what the fuck.
And
like,
that
and
one
being a freak
play-
athlete.
At least with
Woods,
Dar- at least with-
literally Woods. Here's the point, though, Woods. Literally, and this is the point that why they don't correlate. Because Sam Darnold for that Jets team was like literally, it was nothing going on the Jets team. I literally watched.
Good.
Can I finish? I watched Anthony Richardson literally go sit the fuck down, and then Joe Flacco come in and start winning games for them. I watched him sit down, and then Dale James come in. So like, you had the team, nigga. You just suck. Sam Darnold shows you with a good team he can win. Anthony Richardson with a good team who was one of the best teams in the division with Daniels there. He didn't do shit with it. He couldn't do shit with it, bro.
Daniel Jones came in. Daniel Jones came into Indianapolis and made them look like a perennial player. Niggas was calling them bowl contenders.
Why are we ignoring Sam Darnold having more picks and touchdowns throughout his early part of his career?
Okay, but
Bro, the
reason
nigga
why-
played
reason
for the
why I ignore
Jets.
it- listen, the reason why we ignore it.
It's not a career that the Jets can't ruin.
So wait,
He's a bad team.
you playing for a
Penix
team?
fan.
Wait, you
He's a
playing for
Penix fan.
a team determines you having more picks and touchdowns?
if
I
it's
mean-
the Jets,
I
bro.
mean,
How many people you think
for the
win?
Detroit
Them
Lions?
niggas are awful.
Matthew Stafford played for the Detroit Lions.
Hey, Boogie, they ain't listening to you, bro.
No, this
Niggas
is-
ruined
this is-
Aaron
Are we,
Rodgers.
so
Like,
so you
what are
saying
we
Matt? So
talking
you
about,
saying
bro?
Matthew Stafford and Sam Darnold are in the same tier? Like, come
No,
on.
my
bro.
point is, you saying somebody playing for a sorry franchise, one of the worst franchises ever. I don't care what franchise you play for. You do not have more interceptions and touchdowns. What are we talking about?
I don't think he.
So, JJ, so again, JJ, so
Calvin
again,
Johnson
JJ.
on that team. Calvin Johnson was on that Detroit Lions team, one of the greatest receivers ever.
Adama Sue was too.
And so was Ndamukong Suh. Sam Darnold quite literally came into a nothing situation and being expected to turn it around. The Jets were awful.
His best
organization.
receiver is
Awful.
Isn't that supposed to ask out of your quarterbacks that are picked in the lottery? Yes or no?
Well, no, this is beyond disrespectful to Sam Darnold, and the reason why is because
Thank you, Joel.
you are using no context to
At all.
help.
It's
his
no
situation
context. It's
whatsoever.
no. Oh, he got to the
Because-
team and he was terrible. For
His
no.
best receiver is Robbie
Why?
Anderson.
You can't name a quarterback that could have won on that team, bro. Even Aaron Rodgers went there and couldn't do shit, bro.
Can I name you Sam Darnold's support his
Please,
last
bro.
year with the Jets?
Please.
His leading rusher was Frank Gore at 37 years old at 653
Get
yards.
the fuck. I'm gone. Get the fuck out of
His
here.
receivers, Jamison Crowder led the team with 699 yards. Brashad Perriman was number 2 at 505 yards, and Braxton Berrios was number 3 at 394 yards. This is what you want him to play with and succeed with. His first 2 seasons with the Jets, rookie season, 17 touchdowns, 15 picks. That's an all-right rookie year. Second season, 19 touchdowns, 13 picks, 84 passer rating. He's improving. But this is when the Jets hired Adam Gase. And Adam Gase is one of the worst head coaches in NFL history. And in Sam's 3rd year, not only did they not fix the offensive line, the weapons got consistently worse. His best receiver with the Jets was Robbie Anderson. And then they just kept regressing the talent around him. So
line was bad.
He got to Carolina and they went 2 or 3-0 it was when Christian McCaffrey was actually healthy. Then Christian McCaffrey gets hurt. They end up trading him, and Sam Darnold starts to play worse with Matt Rule as his head coach. And then he goes to the 49ers. He has a drive against the Ravens, plays well. Like, he really hasn't had, like, before Minnesota, he hasn't had a consistent situation at all to perform consistently well. That's just the truth.
Now this is the problem. Now this is the problem I have. Even though, Joel, you are like, you've been capable for the Jets, you've been capable for Sam Darnold. And I'm just talking about everything as a whole, not just you. So when I say this, it's not just towards you. I don't like the fact now that we're kind of having revisionist history about Sam Darnold before he actually became a competent quarterback, because yes, he was on these badass teams. I wholeheartedly agree.
Are we comparing that to Anthony Richardson?
They were dog shit, but he was also dog shit. Like, you can say he was on. I
agree with that. He was not.
Yeah, both things can be true, bro. But all I'm saying is that
I'm talking about 5. I forgot the 5 picks he did versus the Patriots. Multiple dog shit. He was literally fucking terrible. This is literally speaking. This is literally like somebody, a nigga about to cake for Zach Wilson and saying he can have a chance of being something in the league.
But Zach Wilson,
but Trent, we've had this conversation. No, Trent, we've had this conversation.
No. Zach Wilson was historically worse.
Sam Darnold wasn't historically bad.
Sam Darnold wasn't bad.
No. But we got in a 5-year stretch though, the Jets were so bad they ruined 3 quarterbacks. They ruined Zach, they ruined Sam, they ruined Aaron, bro. Like, they were that bad, bro.
No, they didn't ruin Zach. Zach was dog shit.
Bro, Zach Wilson.
They gave him Garrett Wilson.
His most touchdowns in the season was 9 passing touchdowns.
I'm gonna be real with y'all. I don't know why we're changing the narrative when quarterbacks are drafted that high to go change the situation. Baker Mayfield got drafted to one of the worst franchises in the NFL in the Cleveland Browns and was asked to turn around the situation. That is just what it is.
Jarvis Landry. He had the Chubb.
And Odell.
Oh my
Come
God.
on, bro. We not, bro. Come on, bro. We had the parent, bro. Sam, bro. Come on, bro.
I will say, out of all this shit, I do
the
think
Jets were that bad, bro. What are you talking about?
In the Browns' defense, they actually tried to put competent pieces around Baker. They did not do that for Sam Darnold.
Thank you, bro.
Wait, Baker was ass. That's just what it is. Now his first year.
Nah, Baker was ass, but literally
he was literally ass. What the fuck?
Baker was butt.
He was ass.
Was he not rookie of the year?
If Baker wasn't ass, he would be on the Browns right now.
Didn't he almost win rookie of the year?
After his rookie year, that's an actual good year, not that 17-15 bullshit.
You can't just say he was ass if he showed you something at least for 1 year in that time period.
I can't say he was ass, and then the next year when he gets better weapons, becomes more ass. It doesn't look nothing like the nigga in the rookie year.
He was bad 50% of the time in Cleveland. His rookie year and his third year in Cleveland was really good.
I can't say that.
His last year in Cleveland was horrible.
It was horrible.
And his second year as well.
He was trying to play through a dumbass shoulder injury.
Yeah.
Listen, I think what you're saying is fair though. I mean, listen, Sam's situation wasn't the greatest. He also didn't play very well. It's 100%, and I think it's a representation of most quarterbacks are situation dependent. That just is what it is. There are the outliers that they don't need a great situation to perform, but for the most part, almost every quarterback is situation dependent, and if they don't have that situation, they're going to look really bad.
Do we think Cam Ward is ass?
No,
I never said
good right now.
So if Cam Ward has 3 of these seasons back to back to back, where it's 5 and 12, 3 and 15. Okay, all right. I want to be sure. All right.
Yeah. Well, Cam Ward, the second half of the season, had 9 touchdowns and 1 pick against almost every top 10 defense in football. Like Cam Ward,
and they were still getting washed.
Cam Ward played well against Seattle. He played well against. I'm trying to figure out the other defenses, but really, he played well against Seattle, and that's what matters the most.
But Joel, here's the point I'm making though. When even with Cam Ward's ability at time, and I do see the ability, when you have a bad team, dog, you can still have a ass season, bro. They won 2 games this year? So when JJ says you supposed to come here and change the franchise, bro, I don't care how good you supposed to be, bro. It only takes the top of the top, bro. And then again, that's generational guys who come along and literally change the organization immediately. I like Cam Newton.
It was supposed to be like y'all are just making it seem like this man is exempt from getting criticized from him not being good in a 3-year span.
No, I understand. You're right. When Trent explained like that, you're right. Sam was ass them seasons, them years with the Jets. But comparing them to Anthony Richardson, who literally seems like he doesn't know the game of football, bro, is just different, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like Anthony Richardson looks like he doesn't know the game of football, bro. He looks like he doesn't know the game of football. He's like an NFL draft pick who plays for an NFL team and hasn't played ball in his life, bro. Like he literally steps on the field sometimes. It looks like he's only played ball in the NFL, bro.
So wait, if Zach Wilson does this too, are you gonna say the same thing?
That would be a miracle.
I don't see what Zach can do with that. That's something about it.
What Sam Darnold is doing is a fucking miracle.
Sam showed you something. What is Zach Wilson even?
Sam Darnold do with Aaron Rodgers his rookie year.
I get he just won
Zach
the Super
Wilson
Bowl.
hasn't. No, I'm talking about the
too.
years before he won the bowl. Zach Wilson has shown you not one trait that he can do.
I at least see Zach Wilson's.
What has he shown?
He's got arm strength. I'll give him that.
Yeah, bro. Do you not understand?
And he's sneaky athletic.
Zach Wilson had got that pro day, man.
This is crazy hindsight. Like I get now the nigga Sam Darnold was good, but what he's done in his past 2 years has been a fucking miracle. Because before that, the nigga was a fucking bum.
Hey, whoever got the Dolphins,
but him going to a good team is
that is a miracle. You do not go and throw this man Joel just tried to sugarcoat it and said 17 and 15 is all right. No,
for a rookie season.
For a rookie season, that is all right.
That's not all right.
That's all right. I'm gonna tell you. Hold.
Wait.
Some of our favorite rookies, bro. Some of our favorite quarterbacks had terrible rookie seasons, bro. Like
for the Jets.
Wait.
Relative to expectation for the Jets, that's all right.
That's the point. Call what it is.
Expectation. That's ass.
For the Jets.
But I'm be real with you. If I'm a rookie, right? If I'm a first top 5 pick as a quarterback, and I go to a bad organization and I throw 17-5, for me that just shows me to like. Again, that shows me that one, that's a rookie season, but that also shows me like, you're not afraid, you're gonna put it up.
Bro,
that's
Cam
what it
Ward ain't even do that, bro.
What can Ward do?
17 and 15? That's ass.
No, what can Ward do?
I think Cam went 17-7.
Yeah.
Okay. That's not bad. Yeah.
But listen, I think for a rookie year, it is all right. If you think it's not, listen, I think your overall point is correct, though. I mean, what Sam is doing is rare. That's why he's one day going to have a story in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, what?
All right.
I'm gonna ask you,
bro. That's not crazy. That's not crazy to say.
Yeah, it's not crazy to say.
That's not crazy to say.
That's bro.
No, we talking about. Are we going off? If we're going off, hold on. If we're going off. If we're going off projective, right? If we're going off, hey, Keegan, stop showing your face more. If they're going off of, you had some of the best crash outs. If we're going off of the like where he could go now, 28 years old, won a Super Bowl, had 2 good seasons. And we being for real, Sam Darnold give you another 7 seasons of 28 to 30 TDs, 10 to 15 picks, couple thousand. He can literally have a Phillip Rivers career with a Super Bowl.
Dude,
He in line.
you hear what he just said? 7 years of good play? 7 years? We're talking about Sam Darnold here.
Joel, no, bump this. Joel, tell me why he could be in the Hall of Fame because of this.
I think Sam Darnold now is on the fast track if he continues to play well to one day have a gold jacket.
A gold jacket?
I think Sam Darnold, this is
Whoa, bro, I just got here. Hold on. I just got here, bro.
You tripping. We're getting nasty.
This is my prediction. My prediction is that in the next 7 to 8 seasons, Sam Darnold will continue to play like a top 10 level quarterback. And at the end of his career, when he
might get a bowl too.
When he rattles off 6 Pro Bowls, maybe an All-Pro or 2, with that Super Bowl championship, I think that he'll have a case, at least at the very least, to maybe be considered for it.
He can literally have. He can literally have a Phillip Rivers career. He can have a Phillip Rivers career with a Super Bowl, y'all.
I'm sorry, if Eli Manning is not getting in after like 2 years, there's no way that Sam Darnold getting in.
Eli Manning literally was a top 15 candidate, bro. He's getting the Hall of Fame eventually. Bro.
No. I just want everybody to realize if Sam Darnold can potentially, wherever the fuck, have a gold jacket. If Jalen Hurts retired today, he's a Hall of Famer.
No.
No. Yes.
That is true.
No. Trent, hear what I'm saying. Again, I'm saying no, as in if he retires today, I think Jalen Hurts is gonna be a Hall of Famer during his career. Like I ain't gonna lie, bro, he gonna be a Hall of Famer, bro.
So
but I'm just saying he don't have enough to retire today. We just said Sam Darnold has to play 7 to 8 more good seasons, bro. Like hear what Joel said because I missed out on that. He said 7 to 8 years of good.
He is not a Hall of Famer. What the fuck?
No, it doesn't matter what happens in the next 7 to 8 seasons. It does.
Everyone good in the Hall of Fame.
Can I ask you something, Trent?
Anybody plays on that level for 7 to 8 years, they a Hall of Famer.
If Sam Darnold has a Kirk Cousins career with a Super Bowl or 2, bro, you want to tell me that's not a Hall of Fame career?
Y'all just saying it because
Kirk Cousins is not a Hall of Famer.
I said with a Super Bowl or 2, bro.
You know what's the problem with that? Kirk Cousins from the jump, his career is way better than Sam Darnold. So you have to compare it to somebody who was dog shit and then later down the line had a fucking miracle. Like that's like saying if Geno Smith,
Kurt Warner.
It's more like
no.
He got 2 MVPs. He has 2 MVPs. So I can't say Kurt.
So Joe Flacco a Hall of Famer too.
This is literally like saying if Geno Smith after this year, because we know his year was ass, he goes back to his 2022 years. Plays another, even though he's old as shit, plays another 6-7 years, wins a Super Bowl.
See, but he's old though. If Sam Darnold did this at 33, 32, I understand. Bro, he's 28, bro. He could literally have another 7 to 8 years, retire 36, bro, and have 30,000+ yards. Again, but Joel's projecting the Pro Bowls and maybe All-Pro or so. Like, he's not just saying he can have a regular.
I am putting pen to paper. I am stamping, putting pen to paper. For the next 5 years, Sam Darnold will never be All-Pro.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard, especially when Patrick Mahomes get back. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. But I'll say this though. He can have an anomaly year, bro. He can literally have like a Matt Ryan career, bro. Like a Matt Ryan season, bro.
What?
He can have an anomaly year.
Whoa!
He can have an
Hey, niggas see that? Hey. I made a video last week saying niggas disrespect Matt Ryan way
Absolutely,
too
they
much.
They do.
Matt Ryan.
Now hear me though. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Now hear me though. Hold on. Let me finish on that though. Now hear me though. What I said about Matt Ryan. Why I say it's possible is because he got that elite receiver. Like he got that. Now I'm not saying, we're not saying Jay saying Julio Jones. You know what I'm saying? Even though they wear the same number. We're not saying that. What I'm saying is that he has a receiver who can literally help him have a
nigga, what did you say? You think Jay sends Julio?
Bro, y'all fucking, did y'all just hear me, bro? I literally just said, hear me out. I'm not saying JSN is Julio, even though they wear the same number, but he's not Julio. What I'm saying is that he does have an elite receiver who can help him with that. That's what I'm saying. He has the type of receiver who can have a 1,700-yard, 15 touchdown type of season, along with Rashid Shaheed, along with Kenneth Walker, along with getting a receiver out there. He can have a anomaly year where he might go 47 and 10 and 4,700 yards and literally win MVP.
Kubiak is gone too. Like Kubiak's no longer there. Like he was a big.
Okay, so So this is where I'll put some logic behind that take, because now it just sounds like I'm a Sam Darnold fanboy, which I am. I love Sam Darnold. But what you said,
I did not say he was
earlier,
fucking Julio Jones good, young.
what you said earlier, Trent, about like Jalen Hurts retiring today as the Hall of Famer, I think the answer is no, but I
not
think
today,
that also
but he will be.
He is, when you win a Super Bowl, and Hurts also has an MVP in the Super Bowl, and he has 2 great Super Bowl performances. It does put you on a fast track to, if you have the proper accomplishments, to one day get in. Because right now we see quarterbacks that retire ringless not get in, even though they have all the all-time numbers. Matt Ryan is one of my favorite quarterbacks of all time, and I do agree with Mr. Woods that he's underrated. And the reason why he's underrated is because the Falcons blew a 28-3 lead. But if Matt Ryan had won that championship, which in that playoff run, he had 8 touchdowns to 0 picks, he is without a doubt
Joel, with Matt Ryan's career and a Super Bowl and an MVP in the same season, bro. Come on, y'all. He would have won. He would be a Hall of Famer, no problem, bro. We wouldn't even argue it.
Matt Ryan.
No, he's not. No, Matt Ryan is better. Matt Ryan is better than.
No, I say he have a Matt Ryan career. That's what I just
said. Matt Ryan is better than Sam Darnold.
Matt Ryan was good from the jump.
What I'm saying is that when you have a championship, it does put you on a fast track, because now you have an accolade that is very valued to the committee, and that they take it, they valued highly. Like,
and the monkey off your back, Joel. Early, the monkey's off his back. Now I can just play free.
That have the numbers that aren't in because of the lack of a championship. So if Sam can accumulate the numbers throughout his career and have some individual accolades sprinkled in there, he can have Pro Bowls. Like Troy Aikman is in the Hall of Fame, and he has like 5 Pro Bowls.
Yeah, he should be in the Hall of Fame. There's a bunch of mid-ass niggas should be, but I think that, bro, like, because now, like, I get with the Pro Bowls, but that's just starting to get way more demeaning.
Yeah, it's starting to get weird now.
Shador Sanders is
weird now.
They invited Justin.
It's starting to get. It ain't the 2000s no more. Pro Bowls don't mean that no more.
Trent, I'm asking this question.
To the Pro Bowl.
Trent, who's more of a Hall of Famer if they retire today, Joe Burrow or Sam Darnold?
Joe Burrow.
Yeah,
Joe Burrow.
I mean, it sounds
Joe
good.
Burrow.
It sounds
1000%.
No, it sounds good. Stop. When you think about it, when you really think about it.
BK, hold on. Go ahead.
Joel, do you disagree with that?
It's the career numbers are not.
Hey, Joel, I'm done with you, Joel. I'm done with you.
I need to retire. I need to retire.
I'm so done with you. I'm done with you.
Hey, we gotta chill on the Hall of Fame talks, man. Not too many people get in and shouldn't get in, bro.
Joel, I was just on my way to the water to help you with a life jacket, nigga. I'm keeping it, bro.
You Foles in the Hall of Fame, bro.
Yeah, we might as well just put anybody else.
Hold up, though. Is Joe Flacco Hall of Famer?
No, fuck no.
Exactly.
No. But I think Joe Flacco's a one-time Pro Bowler, though. Sam Darnold's a 2-time Pro Bowler.
Oh, my Lord.
Stop saying why is Pro Bowls after 2008, bro.
It took him 20 years to be a Pro Bowler.
No, listen. I do think it's.
It took him 6 years. Stop being nice.
I do think it's Joe. I think Joe Burrow is more of a Hall of Famer for sure. But I think that the championship has put Darnold on more of a fast track. Now it's up to him. If he continues to ball out for the next 7-8 seasons, then he's gonna get in. If he, and I mean top 10 level, he has maybe one anomaly year of like maybe being like a top 5. Can
I ask you something? How many guys right now?
He was top 10 MVP voting with Minnesota.
How many guys right now? How many guys right now in the NFL, not named Matthew Stafford, Aaron Rodgers, and Patrick Mahomes, if they retired today, Hall of Famers?
Lamar and Josh Allen.
Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson.
Oh yeah, Russell Wilson.
Oh, I forgot about Russell. So get them old guys out of there. Get Russell out of there. Get Aaron out of there. Get Matthew Stafford out of there, and get Patrick Mahomes out of there. Other than them guys, because we know they're Hall of Famers. The rest of the guys, who if they retire today, if they say, "Bro, I'm done today," they're Hall of Famers.
Lamar and Josh.
Josh Allen, Lamar.
I think Josh is already Hall of Famer. He retired today.
Yeah.
I think he got to get that bowl can solidify him.
I don't think that he needs a bowl.
He might wait forever. If he is Hall of Famer, he'll wait forever.
Well, JJ, hold on. With the petty MVP that he got, yeah, he Hall of Famer.
He might wait forever. If he get it, he might wait. Now I give Lamar that because that's the MVP. That holds water.
He a Hall of Famer.
But Josh, no.
Lamar's a Hall of Famer yet either.
Like just think about how much
Lamar's not Hall of Famer.
Matters.
I don't think if they retired today. Yes, they did. They done the mention.
What?
You know what?
Lamar's not a what?
You know what? I like it. Fuck it.
Lamar's not Hall of Famer.
He'll be the only 2-time MVP not in the Hall of Fame though.
I just think, but that's because it's
what,
bro. Think about it. Brother's he still hasn't even completed.
That's not true. That's not true.
Wait,
Eli Manning's two-time MVP. He's not in the Hall of Fame.
Wait, what did full seasons then?
Eli's a two-time MVP. He's not in the Hall of Fame yet.
All I'm saying is Lamar is on the cusp. Like realistically, it's
really
all about.
He's a lock.
For me, it's all about what he produces.
Yeah,
over
Kurt
the
made it.
years. I just need
Yeah,
him.
Kurt definitely made it.
What the fuck is happening?
But JJ, here's the thing though.
Kurt had a phenomenal stretch.
I get what you're saying, but with the rushing numbers he's already put up,
he has no talent.
It's on the way
right there.
No. I'm saying JJ, if he retired right now,
I don't believe he will be a Hall of Famer right now.
Look, that's what I'm saying. No, just think. Kurt Warner ain't played that many years. He only had like 3 or 4.
Bro, I'm about to leave, bro.
He only had like.
Bro, we not comparing Kurt Warner to Trent.
What is happening?
Kurt Warner had 2 MVPs. Okay.
You're not hearing me. All I'm saying is when you look at Kurt Warner's career, I think he only had like 3 or 4 full.
Like 36,000 yards too. Not that many yards.
Yeah,
like 30-something
yards. He
yards.
only had like 3 or 4 full game seasons. Lamar already has.
JJ, is Joe Burrow a Hall of Famer?
He was a unanimous.
If he retired today?
No, he's saying no. He's a unanimous MVP. And he's a 2-time MVP, and his rushing numbers are already crazy. He is 1,000%. If he retired today, he's locked.
Yeah.
I want to tell you this.
Now, hold on. Now, here's the caveat we're not bringing up, though. Here's the caveat.
Yep.
Now, one, I'm going to say this first. We got to understand that Kurt Warner won a 10-year stretch where he was 3 Super Bowl appearances, 1 at Super Bowl, 2 MVPs. That shit matters. Pro Bowls, all pros. He has them on his resume. Thing about Lamar is this. I think Lamar is an MVP if he gets an injury and he can't play. But if Lamar just don't play because he's just like, I'm tired of the game, I don't want to do this no more, and he retired with his stats and his MVPs, it'd take him a while to get in. Like they would make him wait a long time.
Hold on.
The only thing. Wait, so is the argument being a first ballot or just being a Hall of Famer?
Just being getting in the first 5 years eligible. Because I'm gonna lie, if it take you 10 years to get in, bro, like on some Roger Craig shit, bro, that's nasty.
We all know when we talking about people being a Hall of Fame, we talking about you being off that first ballot, they check your name off immediately. Yeah, I'm just gonna be real.
Or just making that top 15 finalist your first year or two.
Third ballot, fourth ballot, fifth ballot. No,
there's only 2 first ballot Hall of Famers. That's Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers currently playing. Then I think the next Hall of Famer.
Matthew Stafford probably be first ballot. I ain't gonna lie to you.
What?
Whoa. He might be first.
Why?
I think one
MVP
he's
did
like
it.
second. He's like
Lamar.
I think one though, Joel. I think
before we keep going off track because I want to stay on one.
Yeah, go ahead.
Talk about that before we get off track. The reality is for me, because if you're not gonna have the Super Bowls, you're not gonna win a Super Bowl. You're not gonna make it to the bowl. You're gonna have to keep on picking up your stats. Y'all got the MVPs already. You see, Josh got his 1. You see, Lamar got his 2. I said the statistically right now, Lamar is doing it. He's doing amazing. That doesn't mean for me when I'm looking at his statistics that he's automatically going to be on the cusp of just being a first ballot Hall of Famer. They're going to hate on Lamar for that too. On top of that, because he didn't make the Super Bowl because he was losing in the playoffs the way he did.
And JJ, he's another one of the people who don't play full season.
We talking about
he don't have a bunch of full seasons.
That's politics.
No, hold on. If the brother was to retire today, just like Josh Allen was to retire today, they're not going to look at him and say, "Oh, that's a first ballot Hall of Fame right there."
Nah, absolutely.
The reason why I disagree on that, and this is I'm gonna bring back to the Kurt Warner shit, but before that, he's the first ever unanimous MVP. First ever. Like ever.
Okay, that's fine. That's a good argument. Fine.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. He already has another one. He's a 2-time MVP. We already know he's already a 3-time first team all pro. And his rushing numbers, he's I think he has the most rushing yards for a quarterback.
He's the greatest rushing quarterback.
He's the greatest dual threat of all time.
That don't mean he's gonna be first 3 ballot. He won't get in the first 3 years. His first 3 years eligible, he won't get in.
Even if he's not first ballot, he's a Hall of Famer.
The only thing he doesn't have that Kurt Warner has is a ring and a Super Bowl appearance. That's it. And I don't think that would be enough to where it'd be like, he's not a first ballot Hall of Famer. Because to me, if I say and he has the greatest passer rating ever, like they're gonna acknowledge shit that he got. That's
he's not even done playing. That's my point.
Oh yeah, to be fair,
that literally changes.
To be fair, yeah.
You can say it's changing. I can understand that. But even if I fuck the passer rating in, he's still the first ever NFL unanimous MVP. He has already another MVP in his belt. 3-time All-Pro, and he leads the in NFL rushing yards already.
And also, he has the highest touchdown interception ratio in a season ever.
Like, if you just show all of those stats, if you put all those stats on a piece of paper and ask people, is this an NFL first ballot Hall of Famer? How many people is saying no when you don't tell them the name? Everybody's saying yes.
So Lamar got first ballot first, Stafford or Lamar? Who's first ballot first?
I personally would
Lamar.
Stafford.
It's
Then
Stafford.
that's
I
the
would
fuck.
vote
No,
Lamar.
it's Stafford. It's not Lamar.
It's Stafford.
Like, what are we talking about?
What are we
That's
saying?
And I ain't gonna lie
that
to you,
shit.
I wouldn't be
Oh,
surprised
no,
if he. I ain't gonna lie to
Listen
you.
to
I
what
would.
y'all saying right now.
this is-
Hold on,
As
hold
much
on.
as y'all shit on him, I wouldn't be surprised if Mike
Time out,
Evans was the first ballot Hall of Famer either.
Early, I can
Oh,
end
hell
this.
no.
Early, I can end this right now. These niggas are telling me that they didn't induct. Both these quarterbacks have only played 8 seasons in the NFL. They're inducting a quarterback in Josh Allen. who's
Lamar,
first-
not Josh.
Hold
Josh
on, bro. Hold on. And Josh
Hold
Allen's first
on,
2
bro.
seasons wasn't even good. He wasn't even good in his first 2
I
seasons.
agree.
So you got 6 seasons to go off of, and he only has 1 MVP. Nigga hasn't even made the bowl. And you're going to go and induct a place. No, I'm not done. You're going to induct a person with close to 25,000 passing yards into the Hall of Fame with no Super Bowl appearances and 1 MVP?
But whoa.
Compared to
whoa.
freaking Matthew Stafford, who has
Whoa.
a whole 18-year career of giving you 45, 60,000 yards?
Yeah, come
What
on.
are you talking about?
That's
Come on
ridiculous.
now.
I don't
Whoa,
get
whoa,
that
whoa.
shit at all.
Whoa.
That's ridiculous to me.
Wait, but JJ, because at first we was just talking about Hall of Famers right now. They be Hall of Famers.
In general, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, that's my
But
point,
then-
though, but that's my.
But
that's
then it went
why
to
I
first
say-
ballot. I don't think Josh Allen retired right now. I'm just trying to make my. I don't think if he retired right now, he's first ballot. I think Lamar has more of a case because he's a unanimous MVP and he has another MVP and he leads all the rushing yards. That's why I think he has that. I don't think that's why I don't agree with
So
Josh.
if Lamar retires today,
I think he's a Hall. But when,
Does he have
when
a
he's
better
eligible,
case over
if
Stafford?
Lamar were to go and say, "I'm hanging up my cleats on February 10th, 2026," you telling me right now in 5 years, in 2031, that he's a first ballot lock?
to me, yes, I think he'd be first ballot.
So
Now hold up.
this
Now
is
again,
where-
here's why I agree though. That's again, a lot of niggas came with the
Thank
screen.
you.
I know.
Oh my gosh, and that's a coach, but that's the whole point.
No,
why
that
I
don't
agree.
count. That don't count.
Here's why I agree. That don't count
That's
because he cheated. He cheated.
You know why that don't
He
count?
cheated. He cheated. Here's why I
Lamar
agree.
Jackson never cheated the game.
Yeah.
When did Lamar
This
cheat?
is
When
why
did
I think.
Lamar
care if he
cheat and
cheated.
spy on niggas to win
But
games?
this is why I think. Hold up. But this
Oh
is
my
why I think.
God. All right, now
But
we
guys,
just-
this is why I think I'll give Trent this. I think if he just retires, no. But I do believe this. I do believe if Lamar Jackson retired off like some season, like, God forbid something happened where he couldn't play no more axe cards, something crazy. I do believe he first ballot on some Derrick Rose shit because he's that. I feel like they would give him first ballot, bro. But again, if he just say I'm gonna quit the game, fuck no. But if he really had to quit for a reason, bro, blood clot, something crazy, bro, he's a first ballot.
Well, even then, like I think the Hall of Fame talents. I mean, we named it Mahomes, Rodgers, Russell Wilson, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson. Those are the Hall of Fame talents right now that I think they have serious consideration. 2 of them are first ballots. I don't think Stafford is first ballot per se, but I think the point that I was making earlier, it actually it kind of helps Stafford's case a lot. Which from his rookie year to 2019. He made 1 Pro Bowl with the Lions. He had no individual accolades at all. He won a Super Bowl, and then they put him in the Hall of Fame because of the numbers he accumulated in that era.
And he's still stretching them.
And he was cemented with his tenure with the Rams by now recently winning an MVP.
Yeah.
But the fact that after really having no individual accolades whatsoever and then winning a Super Bowl with the Rams, people were even having the conversation and discussing him being a Hall of Famer, and he was not an MVP. Cooper Kupp won the MVP of that game. It just showcases how valuable winning a championship is.
Absolutely.
Dave, what you about to ask, bro?
Bro, you saying this shit and then I go on Twitter and you talk about Sam Darnold being a Hall of Famer. What individual accolades that motherfucker got to be a Hall of Famer? You going to talk down Pro like this?
He has more Pro Bowls than Stafford had in 10 fucking years.
Joel's being nasty. Joel, stop it. Joel's being nasty.
Sam Darnold got 2 Pro Bowls.
Joel's being nasty.
Hey, Shador just got a Pro Bowl.
That's my guy. Y'all getting out of Joel's being nasty, but Joel when he not being nasty, he's control now. But Joel, what he said before, he's saying Sam with 7 to 8 more years of the performances he put up with the Vikings and this year with the Seattle. You give me 7 to 8 more years of that. Again, you squeeze in maybe a Matt Ryan anomaly year. Why am I getting MVP? Or you squeeze in a couple All-Pro with the Pro Bowls. He could be a Hall of Famer. And I say he first ballot, but he could be a Hall of Famer.
He's shown that enough for y'all to be banking on that consistently. That's such a pipe dream.
Listen, I know the Pro Bowl is being used as something that like doesn't matter at all, but okay.
It don't though.
No, it does. There is a difference. There is a difference. Then from when the initial voting comes out, you are voted in by your peers versus When everybody is already in the offseason, they don't want to attend it. They go to the Shadur Sanders and everybody else. Sam Darnold was one of the 3 quarterbacks voted into the Pro Bowl this season and last season. He didn't get a sympathy Pro Bowl. It wasn't a Tyler Huntley Pro Bowl. He got voted in both times because in the NFC, he has been a top 3 statistical performing quarterback each of the last 2 seasons.
Bro, that Pro Bowl shit don't matter. We're talking about the Hall of Fame, bro. Pro Bowls is not 2 Pro Bowls, especially, and you about to talk down on Matt Stafford, who was a Pro Bowl level talent.
He didn't talk down on Matt Stafford.
No, Joel shot to bring down Matt Stafford. How about Sam Darnold?
I didn't bring down Matt Stafford. What my point was is that the championship matters so much that Stafford went from essentially out. He wasn't a top from with the Lions. Matthew Stafford was never consistently a top 10 quarterback. That's a fact.
What? You know, what? Revisionist history.
He wasn't.
Are you really pushing this Sam over Matt agenda?
No, I'm not pushing Sam over Matt. No, I'm in no way, shape, or form doing that. I'm just saying a Super Bowl matters so much that Stafford went from being a borderline top 10 quarterback for most of his career, going to the Rams, winning a championship, and now he's a Hall of Famer.
Durant, I'm not trying to be funny, Durant. Joel, how old are you?
I'm 26.
How old are you, Durant?
I'm 22.
Durant, I got to be honest with you. I'll give Joel 25. I'll give him a little bit, but I got to be honest with you. Now, mind you, again, if you know, you know. Now, mind you, we have consistently said everybody here watches enough film to understand it. But if we being honest, bro, I remember how niggas talked about Matthew Stafford before he came to the Rams. Like,
no, they talked down on him though. He was top 10. They talked down. I remember too early. They talked down on him, but he was top 10, bro. He was top 10,
bro. Stop.
Can I name you the quarterbacks?
Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Before you name the quarterbacks, everybody was niggas talking crazy about Stafford.
Yeah, absolutely.
Was it a badass narrative on Stafford?
Yeah.
It was a lot.
But Joel is saying consensus didn't have him top 10 though.
5,041 to 16.
The average fan did not have him top 10, bro.
Listen, Stafford is an amazing quarterback. I'm not trying to take nothing away from him, but these years with the Rams, people have tried to put him in conversations that he has not belonged in. Like being the first ballot Hall of Famer.
I agree.
When they were both, because Stafford was in his prime 10 years ago. When they were both in their primes, nobody fucking thought Stafford was on Rodgers' level. But now people are starting to push that agenda.
He's right.
No. Who thinks Matthew Stafford's on Stafford level?
No, okay. I think when Joel. Okay, I'm gonna answer that.
Joel making a point. Come on now.
He's a top 10 quarterback all time now.
He top 10 to me.
JJ, let me answer. I think because Joel, are you talking about NFL Twitter? Because I haven't seen posts where if Matthew Stafford won a bowl, this and that. He's better than
no.
I'm talking about analysts. But now let me, because this is where I'm gonna get into where I'm gonna get into the Stafford.
No one thinks that. Y'all just agree.
But y'all asking the wrong questions. Joel, couple questions, Joel. Do you think Matthew Stafford's a Hall of Famer?
Yes, I don't think he's
now. Are you saying you think that we made him a Hall of Famer because he won a championship?
That's also true. I think Matt Ryan is more of a Hall of Famer than Matthew Stafford. I want to
say something to you. You literally just said, now mind you, Matthew Stafford in his later of his career has put up all pros. He's put up MVPs, Pro Bowls. You literally said that's Sam Darnold, like literally. So you literally are saying if Sam Darnold has the same type of career that Matthew Stafford had in the back end, he could be a Hall of Famer. So you have to believe that he's doing what you want Sam Darnold to do, though.
Yeah. Listen, Matthew Stafford is in because he has a championship, he has an MVP, and because he's going to be top 10 in passing touchdowns, passing yards all time,
and he has the numbers too.
Yes, that is right. So I'm not trying to denounce Stafford, but what I'm saying, okay, from 2010 to 2014, Tom Brady, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, like in 2014, 2015 is kind of washed, whatever, but Peyton Manning, Ben Roethlisberger was better. I thought Phillip Rivers, when he was playing with the Chargers, was better than Matthew Stafford. Give me
better
Matt
situation
Ryan.
Too, but go ahead.
Give me Matt Ryan. I'm trying to think of some other quarterbacks.
Cam Newton
Newton had a year or two, but for the most part, Russell Wilson. When Russell Wilson was in Seattle, nobody fucking said Stafford was better.
Are we saying Cam Newton over Matthew Stafford?
From 14 to 15?
1 or 2 years. That's it. 1 or 2 years. That's it. 1 or 2 years.
Well, he said 14 to 15.
Well, I said 15. 15. I think 15. That's it. 15.
What about Andrew Luck?
I think Andrew Luck was better than Matthew Stafford too. There was nobody that was saying at that time Matthew Stafford was better than Andrew Luck. That's just a fact.
That's true.
And
I agree.
Okay, no, I'm not gonna argue that because the point you're making is fair. You say he wasn't top 10. All I gotta say is this: you're going and talking about Pro Bowls for one during where the only time they mattered was in the 2000s and the early 2010s. When that's the only time Pro Bowls matter. From when they actually were playing football to when they decided to go and throw on some freaking pants and stuff. No, that don't count no more. We don't care about no
But here's my house, Joel.
Hold on. I'm not done. 2, you talking about Pro Bowls like this man wasn't playing with them loaded quarterbacks is insane. Because now when we're talking about Pro Bowls, you're gonna give your go and talk about Sam Darnold being a Pro Bowler when none of these quarterbacks are either accepting it or good enough, or even that good.
That's a fact.
But he was voted in back-to-back years. He didn't get a sympathy Pro Bowl vote. He didn't. Matthew Stafford, in his career with Detroit, there may have been 2 or 3 seasons where statistically he could have been one, but for the most part, he wasn't. He had seasons like 24 and 12. I mean, it wasn't like consistently top level performance.
1,040 touchdowns to get a Pro Bowl.
Now here's my problem, Joel. Here's my problem, Joel, because you did what you this is where you're being nasty at, right?
This is where I want to finish this list because I specified 2010 to 2013, but overall, let's just say the 2010s overall, because I feel like there are quarterbacks that I'm going to name that I think in that tenure we viewed better than Matthew Stafford. Okay. So Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Aaron Rodgers, Phillip Rivers, Matt Ryan, Ben Roethlisberger. That is the like top 6.
Well,
then
I don't agree with it.
Patrick Mahomes in the back half of the 2010s when he came onto the scene.
Obviously,
clearly. Lamar Jackson as well. Dak Prescott from 2016 to 2019, we viewed better than Matthew Stafford.
Whoa.
With the Cowboys.
Wait. Did you say
I don't know about that.
No, we did not.
Wait, you didn't say Breeze, but you just said that.
Well, Drew Brees, my bad. I missed one, but yes, Drew Brees as well. Cam Newton is another one that I would throw in there. Russell Wilson is another one. There was a point in time, 2012 and 2011, where Kaepernick was also outperforming.
No, he was not.
Kaepernick? No. Kaepernick was.
Now, can I ask? But Joel, here's my problem, Joel. Here's my problem, Joel. Because you started this statement, Joel.
40 touchdowns, 10-6.
Here's my problem, Joel. Because you started this statement by saying that we basically made Matthew Stafford a Hall of Famer once he came to the Rams.
Just say Colin Kaepernick, G.
Yeah, but look, hold on,
bro. Never heard that one.
He might have
had 2 seasons.
Niners fan, bro. That's just straight lying cat, bro.
Let me say this though. Joel, here's my problem though. You came on here by first saying when you started about talking about Matthew Stafford, you said that Matthew Stafford was a guy he wasn't top 10 when he played for the Lions, and then his career with the Rams is why we started to put him in these categories, right? But mind you, and the totality of Matthew Stafford, this is why I got him. He could be a first ballot Hall of Famer. And the totality of Matthew Stafford, he's 17 years in his league right now. He might have 2 more seasons in him, right? In those time periods, he's gonna be 6th in passing yards. He's gonna be top 5 in 6 in TDs. He's gonna be top 5 to 6 in passing yards. He's gonna have an MVP, a Super Bowl MVP, a couple Pro Bowls, and a couple All Pros, bro. When you read them numbers down and you don't put a name on that, bro, that's a fucking Hall of Famer walking out the door, bro. He's accumulated the number, but you know what's crazy though? But here's my problem. Hold up. Let me finish, guys. My point is this: when you say a nigga won the top 10 quarterback, now you're right. The consensus wasn't top 10 because a lot of niggas was asleep. You're right about that, but there's no way you wouldn't putting up numbers and you won a top 10 quarterback, but by the time you retire after an 18, 17-year career, you're a top 5 in everything, bro. So that means even when he played with the Lions, although you didn't see it, he was doing the work.
You're not talking about actual stats and what the fuck happened, because you could look at what Matthew Stafford was doing and make a judgment based off that fucking narrative and what people, what the consensus was.
You don't get that many numbers accumulated. You don't get that many numbers accumulated if you wasn't a dog even when you was in your younger years. The reason why you like Phillip Rivers, he passed Phillip Rivers.
The reason why he's viewed in such a negative light, bro, he was in the league's worst organization. The Lions were the league's worst organization throughout Matt Ryan's whole career there.
Bro, this is a new
Dave.
This is a new Lions.
He's putting up numbers, but they give the credit because he's playing for losers.
No, I said that 20
minutes ago. Are the Falcons a great
organization? Terrible organization. How does that
literally? That's why he didn't get credit because he's doing that shit on a losing team.
Yes. Yet besides that incompetence, he still had a 5,000-yard season. How is that not a first? Like, what? That's rising above your circumstances. That's rising above your
circumstances. Ain't never did. Sam Darnold ain't never did that.
That was in a bad situation. Joe Burrow got drafted to the dog shit Bengals and led them to the Super Bowl and an AFC Championship in back-to-back seasons. So there are other quarterbacks that have risen above incompetence. What I'm saying, listen, number one,
Sam Darnold did. He has two.
Sam Darnold did.
Matthew Stafford is a Hall of Famer. I never have said he was not a Hall of Famer. What my entire point was, the premise of my argument was that a Super Bowl matters, because if Stafford doesn't have that, he is not a Hall of Famer, and that is a fact.
So you said Matt Ryan and Matt Ryan doesn't have that.
Should we be
changing the narrative on that? Do you have Joel? Do you have Phillip Rivers?
Are Super Bowls a quarterback?
Do we have Phillip Rivers as a Hall of Famer, Joel?
I don't think they should be. Phillip Rivers, I think, eventually should get into the Hall of Fame. Yes.
And Matthew Stafford has better numbers than him. Even without the Super Bowl, Matthew Stafford has better numbers than him.
Hold on.
He has better numbers than him. Even without the Super Bowl.
I was trying to say that like people would view Matthew Stafford as Matt Ryan if he didn't have a Super Bowl. Like, because
but he said Matt Ryan's a Hall of Famer though.
No,
he said Phillip Rivers is a Hall of Famer. He's better than both of them.
But that's because Matt Ryan accomplished.
I'm saying they're gonna knock Stafford because he doesn't have a ring. Just like how they knocked Matt Ryan because he doesn't have a ring. Even though,
but if you can't say Matt Ryan's a Hall of Famer, then sit there and say the Super Bowl is what made Matt Stafford a Hall of Famer, when Matt Stafford and Matt Ryan are comparable as hell.
Well, I think Matt Ryan eventually will get into the Hall of Fame.
Matt Stafford and Phillip Rivers are comparable as hell too.
I'll defend my point because what I'm saying is that's how much the Super Bowl matters. Matthew Stafford
in a shorter career.
Matthew Stafford with the Rams has turned around his career to where he's statistically been one of the 3 or 4 best performing quarterbacks each season. That is a fact. And that this turnaround with the Rams and Sean McVay's offense and all the help that they have offensively is a big reason why he's made this drastic turnaround. But my argument is that within the era that he played, with all the quarterbacks that he's constantly getting put over, within
Sean McVay didn't go get Matthew Stafford. He went to go get Matthew Stafford, bro. That's how good Matthew was. He went to go get Matthew Stafford. Stop saying Sean McVay like he didn't go get him.
It still helped. I mean, listen, even if Sean McVay went and got Matthew Stafford, having Matthew Stafford call plays for you and having Puka Nacua and all the receiver weapons they have, I mean, that helps you a lot. It helps your statistics a lot. That's just a fact.
Joel, I want to hear this shit. And Matt Stafford wasn't doing this shit before Sean McVay. All Matt Stafford is doing what he did in Detroit for a winning team.
What was the change?
He's the same person.
What was the change?
He's the same person.
He's
the same player.
Calvin Johnson.
No.
He's the same player.
Matthew Stafford didn't statistically put up the seasons that he put up.
Yes, he did.
Nigga, he was better.
I'm looking at it right now. 5,000 yards, 40 TDs, 10-6 record, 4,900 the next year.
Give me Matthew Stafford's final season in Detroit right now. Give it to me.
The final season we played.
You nasty.
Hold on. 4,000, 26 and 10. That's damn what the fuck Sam Darnold did this year. What now? Way worse team. Way worse team. He's doing exactly what he did in Detroit. In Los Angeles. We're not going to tax somebody for coaching.
My whole point is that Matthew Stafford in the Matthew Stafford in the 2010s in his era, he wasn't viewed better than most of the quarterbacks that he's now being put over.
You're talking about view.
Well, in that era, when I was watching football, I did not think Matthew Stafford was better than Ben Roethlisberger or Phillip Rivers.
You don't want to Sam Darnold top 10, so I don't trust your eyesight. I'm gonna be frank with you. I'm gonna be frank with you. You watch Sam Darnold last week and said that's top 10. I'm gonna be frank with you. That shit dead as fuck. That is dead. You told me that Sam Darnold top 10 when he didn't do shit. He didn't do shit in my hand. About the K9 and Charbonnet. He pulled against the Rams with Bryce Young. He didn't do nothing against the Super Bowl.
He had 346 yards and 3 touchdowns against the Rams. What the fuck are you talking about?
So the Bryce Young was against the Rams. The Rams, everybody eat against the Rams. You get a play.
Did Caleb eat against the Rams? Did Caleb eat against the Rams? He had less than 200 yards passing, I believe.
Caleb is raw as hell. He's not that good. You compare Sam Darnold to year 2 Caleb?
Now Caleb is not that good. Are you serious?
No, he's not. It's transfer wrong. He's not that good. That's the truth. He's raw as hell. Shows immense practice, but he's not that good. Sam Darnold,
Caleb in your top 10.
This is Sam Darnold's playoff run. He didn't have to do shit against the Niners. I ain't even gonna fuck up for that because the Niners is that beat up. You gash them in the run game. Cool. Against the Rams, you beat up on the Rams. But guess what? I seen Bryce Young do it the week before. How much is that really moving y'all? Because y'all the ones who hate on Bryce Young. And then against the Patriots, he put on fucking shit, man. He don't on nothing. You on a crumb. Came out the ran for 200 yards. You overthrew 2 touchdowns.
Durag. He said Matt Ryan was better than Matt
no, fuck all that. You telling me this man is top 10 the last 2 years in the league? He's led the league in turnovers. He has to go behind KOC,
JJ, he not here.
Jefferson, Jordan Addison.
Okay,
no, Joe. Because you want to tax Matt Ryan for getting McVay. He had to go get KOC, Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison to succeed, and he had to Seattle with Kubiak, JSN, K9, and an elite defense behind him.
I never once taxed Matthew Stafford for getting Sean McVay. I never once taxed him.
You taxed him for being in Detroit. You compared the quarterbacks who had infinitely better situations.
He said he was the LA and had a turnaround. Ain't nothing was a turnaround in that scenario. He did exactly what he did in Detroit for a winning franchise who know how to fucking utilize his skill set to the fullest.
Durag. Are you literally Durag?
Stafford going to the Rams wasn't a turnaround. It was a turnaround.
A turnaround in terms of career accolades, how people viewed him. But as a football player,
what did Matthew Stafford get objectively better at when he started playing on the Rams?
From a skill set perspective, he became much more of a comfortable quarterback, and I think that he.
What the fuck? I'm not playing with a broken neck.
From a year-to-year perspective, he got more efficient as well. But that's the thing is that this is why, and I said this earlier, the quarterback position is a dependent position. It depends on your situation. There's a reason why with the Lions, he was throwing 600 pass attempts a year and he was towards the top in turnovers because he had to play that way. He had to play that way for the Lions to stay in games.
Let me ask him a question though, Durag.
With the Rams,
early, hold on.
With the Rams, with Sean McVay, yes, Sean McVay helped Matthew Stafford the same way Stafford helped Sean McVay. It was a mutual beneficial relationship because Jared Goff was an MVP. He had great numbers in the regular seasons with Sean McVay. His problem is that he couldn't get over the hump. So yes, Sean McVay needed Stafford so they could finally get over the hump. But overall, yes, Stafford's he turned around his career with the Rams. The Stafford is a Hall of Famer because of the Rams. That is a fact.
Can I ask you something, Joel?
I will say this
in terms of Hall of Famer because he's Matthew.
I just want to ask you one question, bro.
I will say this in terms of Stafford. The thing you say he turned around in the efficiency and shit like that doesn't always equal. That wasn't equal just a better situation.
Hold on.
I'm fully confident that Stafford could be efficient in any comfortable offense, any offense where he has the straight backpack. But the shit that he had going on in Detroit, even especially after Calvin left, what are we doing? Marvin Jones.
So Joel, do you believe
who went to the Giants? Who won year? Matt Stafford. He's the same player.
Joel, do you believe that if he never leaves Detroit Lions, he never gets this type of love?
Absolutely, he doesn't.
Oh no!
But watch this. Now watch this. So you're telling me if history still keeps going the way it keeps going, he'll get Dan Campbell, he'll get Amon-Ra St. Brown, he'll get all these guys, and he still won't be good.
That's different.
So now you're giving me two scenarios. So like you said, if he stays with the Lions and they end up becoming a good organization, could they get over the hump?
They become a good organization, though. They become a good organization. Like that's real life. They traded one for the other, and now we literally have Jared Goff top 10.
But I also feel like the Stafford trade is what made them be that. But yes, if in a hypothetical situation, if Matthew Stafford and the Lions, they figure their stuff out, then yes, he can have that type of success. I never once denounced Matthew Stafford's ability. All I said was that during that era, when I was watching football, I never once thought that Matthew Stafford was better than Seattle Russell Wilson. I never thought that he was better than Matt Ryan. I never thought that he was better than Phillip Rivers. I never thought he was better than Ben Roethlisberger, and I never thought he was better than Andrew Luck. Those are the guys. I never thought he was better than any of those guys.
But you a casual. You're a casual fan. You're a casual fan.
G-Baby, go ahead.
Casual fan.
That's what it sounds like.
No, because now you guys are using the benefit of revisionist history to write Stafford's career. I guarantee you.
I'm not dumb guy. I'm 31 years old.
I guarantee you, if I ask you 10 years ago, who are your top 10 quarterbacks, top 5 quarterbacks?
Okay,
Matthew Stafford's not making that.
Yeah, I'm 30 plus years old. I knew.
Let's stay there because when you went on your top, when you named your top 10, you went from a certain era, then you jumped to a different era, then you jumped to a third one. right? So yes, if you look at the totality of the 2010s and you say, okay, is Matt Stafford? No, if you look at the whole time. But Matt Stafford's been playing damn near that whole decade. So in one portion, yeah, he had to deal with Brady, Rodgers, Breeze, Andrew Luck. And then it went to a second era where he had to deal with a whole different set of quarterbacks. So yeah, if you combine them, sure, he won't be top 10. But as it was going on, year to year to year, Matt Stafford was a consistent top 10. There are names nobody's going to argue you. Nobody's going to argue Lamar. Nobody's going to argue Patrick. Nobody's going to argue Josh, Rodgers, all them. There are some names I disagree with, like Big Ben. I am going to disagree with that. There are going to be other names you name, like I think Matt Ryan is pretty much a toss-up. But if you look at year to year to year, he was a consistent top 10. He never made it into maybe that top 5. He never made it to like the elite of the elite. But to say that he wasn't consistently top 10 and then name a bunch of guys from 3 different eras in the 2010s,
Colin
I think
Kaepernick.
that was to shorten the thing. But if we're talking about specifically the early 2010s, Matthew Stafford was not a top 10 quarterback. Matthew Stafford became somebody that started to become borderline top 10 in the back half of the 2010s as players started to get aged out, like Drew Brees and mainly like Peyton Manning. And then Cam Newton's regression also, because from 2013 to 2016, nobody thought Stafford was better than Cam Newton. It's just Cam Newton then started to regress because of the injuries. Because Matt, if you look at, and this is where this is
crazy, bro.
This is being,
I don't know if I agree with that.
That's crazy, bro.
This is being
16
objective.
I don't agree with
This is
that.
being
Cam Newton's
out of from 2000.
I know what the Cam Newton was as a passer.
In the 2010s, from 2010 to 2019, I will give you maybe 3 seasons where Stafford was a top 10 ranked quarterback. 3 seasons, but for most of that tenure, he was not a top 10 quarterback on a year-to-year basis.
Though.
You said
Kaepernick.
I will
No. But Colin Kaepernick is on. Colin Kaepernick is like the back half. Like he had 2 really good seasons. He had a historic playoff game too.
I will say this though, Joel. I don't know how you can say Cam Newton when we're talking about perception. Everyone views that nigga as a 1-year wonder.
That is true.
When in watching Cam at that time, I did not view him as a 1-year wonder. That's me personally, though. Like I viewed Cam Newton as somebody who uplifted a garbage Panthers organization, because what y'all say that Stafford couldn't, couldn't do with Detroit, Cam Newton did with Carolina. He uplifted a dog shit situation.
I agree.
That's the singular year, though. It wasn't consistent like Stafford was doing.
Every year. They made the playoffs consistently. Cam Newton had a great game against the Legion of Boom in the playoffs. And they lost that game, I believe.
But he wasn't doing what Stafford was doing throughout a decade worth of time in Detroit in a far worse situation.
That's why listen to what I said. I said from 2010 to 2019, on an individual year-to-year basis, I will give you maybe 3 seasons where Stafford was actually ranked as a top 10 quarterback.
I just disagree. I'll give you 1 year Cam Newton. That's the only I'll give you.
Joel's point.
No, I'll give 3 years of Cam Newton being top 10.
Joel's point, his overall point about like perception and like how people view Stafford, that is true. Everybody literally.
That narrative was always nasty, though. That's like
it's not nasty. That's that's literally that's the truth of what it was.
It's true, but that doesn't mean it's right.
That is not just a narrative, though. Like
I agree.
There's a reason why Matthew Stafford leads the NFL in pick sixes. He also was an interception machine, and they lost games because he threw picks. That's why it wasn't just simply a narrative on Stafford. It was he was a volatile. He gave you ha-has. He was also inconsistent quarterback.
But Trent, hold on real quick. The same Darnold that led the league in turnovers the last 2 years. This is number one fan right here.
It's kind of crazy.
That's why it's not consistent with his logic. He doesn't think consistently for enough for me.
Can we finish?
You can't say this about Stafford and hype up Sam Darnold when he led the league in turnovers the last 2 years after you got to see Geno Smith there and throw 20 picks.
I'm not comparing Stafford to Matthew. I mean,
but we talking down on here. But you prop up Sam Darnold like you're not keeping this shit consistent.
I'm not comparing Darnold to Matt Ryan and saying like, listen. The whole thing with Sam Darnold is what it is. I mean, I think Sam Darnold is a great quarterback, and I think he is a top 10 ranked quarterback. He is number 10 for me, though. He's on the outside looking in, and there's arguments for other quarterbacks over him. I could definitely understand that. My whole argument is that Stafford got viewed a certain way once he went to the Rams, because in Detroit, in the 2010s era, he consistently was not a top 10 quarterback. on a year-to-year basis.
But the thing is, that was always wrong, though.
Like,
for example,
he
was the same player, but he was just losing.
2018, Matthew Stafford had 21 touchdowns, 11 picks, and 89.9 passer rating. The last season of Cam Newton, where he was still good, in 2018, he had 24 touchdowns, 13 picks with a 94 passer rating. Cam Newton was better than Stafford that year.
I also say this, though.
There are more years. There are more years in the 2010s where Stafford wasn't a top 10 quarterback.
We're gonna be fair about that year of Stafford, though, Joel, because them back end years of Detroit, that man Stafford was playing through fractured neck vertebrae. His back was fucked up. He was playing through everything. With Marvin Jones and Robinson getting paid off his name.
This commenter just said this perfectly. Of even if he was top 10, he was like 9 or 10. And that's how I feel about Stafford.
And I still disagree because Big Ben and Phillip Rivers, I don't think they were better than him.
But this is true though. This is true though. Like to give to Joel's point, to be fair, this is true.
But no,
if he was top 10, we all know he was in the back half because we all know the 2010s.
Because he had the modern quarterback era. Demonic quarterback,
listen,
for sure.
Right or wrong, Stafford, when he got to the Rams, that's when his legacy skyrocketed.
Well, yeah, because he went from a loser to actually being a winner.
Right or wrong, whether or not you feel like he could have been this in Detroit, whatever. I mean, maybe that's true. But the facts is that he wasn't that in Detroit and wasn't viewed that way in Detroit. Then he gets to the Rams, and that's where he skyrocketed.
If he doesn't go to the Rams, he's not a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, and that was the nasty part about it, though, because him as a player from Detroit to the Rams was the same person. It just, you went from the ultimate loser to being a winner at the ultimate level. That was the biggest difference. I know how we talk about Detroit back, Detroit and Stafford's era. We know how we talk about that organization.
The Rams also allowed him to have more statistical profile because he was in a better situation. That is true.
I mean, the numbers were still the same. Like, he still put up hella statistics in Detroit. It's just you're doing it more efficiently because you have a better supporting cast and you're winning.
You're right. I'm saying it's more consistent now because he still has that 20-17 season in 2012, 29-19 season in 13, 22-12 and 14. It's more consistent now.
Well, yeah, it's more consistent because you got more consistency with the team.
No, he's in a better situation. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, and that's what Matthew Stafford was granted. But his first year in the Rams, he led the NFL in interceptions. And if it wasn't for Jaquiski Tartt dropping an interception in the NFC Championship game, we don't know if the Rams advanced to the Super Bowl. I mean, he had moments that he also made boneheaded plays, but they didn't get capitalized on. And listen, it's not. Like I said, I need to preface this. This isn't to denounce Matthew Stafford, but my whole point was that he became a Hall of Famer because a Super Bowl matters that much in legacy talks. And when he got that with the Rams, that is what kickstarted the conversation. Nobody ever had a Stafford Hall of Fame conversation before he won a championship.
I'll say
that
is
a fact.
If he don't have to go to the Rams. He goes to any other team and just produces at a winning level. He don't have to win a Super Bowl on some Matt Ryan shit. He still would get in because he's a Hall of Fame level talent and he played at that type of level. But obviously the Super Bowl and stuff, that's cements it because you did at the highest level and you went and got an MVP, what you're doing, all that. So obviously the viewpoint of Stafford changed because he went from a loser to actually being a winner. But the thing is, that shit was always wrong, and that shit showed why it was wrong.
Is that who I think it is?
Oh man, you got Unc out of retirement, man.
Is that who I think it is?
See, man, hey.
My son, my boy,
you win, man. Yeah, the ultimate, man, the myth, the legend.
Look, Young, congrats for being a father.
Yes, sir. Congrats.
How you feeling, bro?
Man, I'm tired, bro. Goodness gracious, I'm tired, bro. That's it.
Hi, Young.
I see some Stafford slender, man. I just wanted to see what y'all talking about, man. That's it, man.
Nah, I think we ran this course. We talked about this shit for a little minute.
Can we send a drink, man?
That's what I'm saying. But to go back to what we were talking about, JJ, and this is my last part about the Lamar thing about him being first ballot. Even though he's gotten hurt 2 seasons, I do think if he retired, because how old is Lamar? 29?
29, something like that.
He around the same down or whatever. I do think, JJ, they would view him in you might think I'm crazy for saying this. They would view him in a Luke Kuechly, Calvin Johnson type light.
You're a bot.
I'm not a bot. The shit that Lamar has accomplished in 7 years is fucking crazy, bro. I think they would view him. That's not me being a bot.
Trent, it's also an impact. It's an impact as well.
That's the thing, I'm going to say this because this is also going to make my point even stronger. Anyways, if you want to say that, Luke Kuechly wasn't a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Dude.
I was gonna say he wasn't, but he should have been.
JJ, hold
He wasn't a first
Okay,
ballot.
not okay. First ballot.
Cool,
Lamar
bro. You get it,
probably
bro.
isn't first ballot, but and this is where I think
Calvin
like
was. Patrick Willis was.
the quarterback win stuff is interesting.
what I'm
because
Calvin,
a player like Calvin Johnson, Luke
saying-
Kuechly,
You can
that were
say
dominant in their positions, it doesn't matter if
Is
they
Julio
win or
first
not.
ballot?
They can still get in.
I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm never ever gonna give a quarterback that same treatment that I'm talking about any other position. That's
We
just
got
a fact.
time. We got time.
I'm never ever gonna look at a Hall of Fame resume for a quarterback in the same light I am for a receiver. That's just it. It is what it is. So if you want to go that route, have fun. That is disgusting. It really should never be looked at like that ever. It's never been done like that.
Oh, yeah, we about to go to it right now. Chill out. About to go to it right now. That's time for you.
All right, Trent, this was a
Bro, that shit
pleasure.
is crazy.
Appreciate you,
I'm gonna
Joel.
catch y'all.
Hey, Joel,
All right, Joel.
bro,
Yes, sir.
you know
Yes,
what I'm
sir.
saying? You saying some crazy stuff. But
See
hey,
ya.
bro, we appreciate you for coming.
Hey,
through, man.
tell Drew I said what's up.
In that five.
All right, I got you.
Man, appreciate you. But let's get to the real. Let's get to the real shit. Let's get to the real shit. Where number one? Where's Matty at?
Where's Matt? Matt has to show.
All right, hold on. I got the background lore. So apparently, chat, Matt got a haircut at Supercuts, great clips, basic, you know how this shit be. Got a bad haircut, he don't want to show up.
Oh, now he got a haircut. Now he got a haircut.
His ass don't
Tell
put on
him
a
to
hoodie.
put on the hat.
I need
Hey,
every.
he said he had a do-rag. I said,
all
put
of
that
you,
going on, man.
number one. All of you Patriots fans that was in the comments on my nuts and on
Trent, you're
IG
muted. I
comments,
can't hear Trent talking.
yapping
That's on you. That's you, Young.
yapping OD. Since the Patriots fans, y'all off the playoff high, y'all got smacked in the Super Bowl. Can we just admit now that y'all shit was Mickey as fuck? Can we finally just admit now the Patriots run was just Mickey as fuck?
The most Mickey run of the 20.
It was one of the Mickiest Super Bowl runs you have ever seen in your fucking life. And Patriots fans were trying to make it seem like, because we're playing top 5 defenses. We're playing the Texas defense. Niggas were literally playing the worst offenses you ever seen in playoffs. And y'all were surviving. Y'all weren't even winning the games comfortably. Y'all were surviving by 3 points. Y'all niggas almost lost to Jarrett Stidham. And how much and did they even score a touchdown? Wasn't that the only touchdown when fucking Jarrett Stidham threw the ball back and they had like a 12-yard drive?
Yes.
That was the only time they had a touchdown.
I believe so. I can't
Drake
remember.
ran it in.
Oh, Drake did run one in. Yeah, he did run one in.
Like, it's just the fact that Patriots fans were dead ass were trying to look me in the face and say, this is not a Mickey run. Drake May has been playing good in the playoffs.
Mookie and Matty are two of the most disgusting niggas on this planet.
What are we not? Like the fact, it is so crazy the fact that niggas was really in me and Bookie's comments. The Patriots shit not a Mickey run, this and that. But I was like, shit was fucking garbage, nigga. The fuck? And Drake May's still an elite quarterback. Well, not. He had elite season.
Hold on. I'm not hearing that shit at all. So what is the difference? What is the difference between him and Herbert? Now, what is the difference?
Herbert is hard, but Herbert has been
elite quarterbacks.
Herbert's
better.
Herbert's
better.
So good.
Herbert's elite as well. What's the correlation?
Whoa. Now I'm on your ass.
No.
You said no. Shut up. No. You just said Bo Nix was better than Justin Herbert.
When?
You did that
2 weeks ago. Come on, BK.
You did that. You did after the big.
You did that. You did that. I remember that.
You did that, BK. You did that.
Hey.
No.
Okay, we understand what he meant. We understand what he was saying. He was being a fan.
I value the offside, and that's my dog. I value the playoffs with my dog. That's Bo Nix.
Do you have Bo Nix over Justin Herbert?
As a QB, fuck no. Herbert clears him.
Okay. Don't down the hill. Thank you. Okay.
Don't down the hill then. Okay then.
But
But
what
do you mean you're not hearing that? You don't think Justin Herbert's an elite quarterback?
I don't think him or Drake is an elite quarterback.
What the fuck is elite?
No.
The
elite for me is Stafford. I almost said Drake. Stafford, Mahomes, Lamar, and Josh Allen. And
I'm not mad at that.
Say Burrow,
it's what? Say that again.
Wait, Burrow's not elite now?
I said if you want to say Burrow, that's fine with me. I said if you want.
What do you mean that's fine with you? Is he elite? Yes or no?
Do you think? Wait,
he's more elite than not being elite. So you can say
Stafford better than Burrow.
I'd take Stafford over Burrow, but that's
I don't feel enough for me.
Yeah, I do too.
All right, anyways, I'll start with you, Dave. How do you feel about this Mickey ass Patriots run and what happened and whatever happened in the Super Bowl? How do you feel about it? And Drake May performance? Because all the EPA lovers out there,
Jesus
It just
Christ.
stated that Drake May had
We'll
the
get to
worst.
it.
It just stated that Drake May had the worst performance in terms of EPA.
So in terms of the Mickey run, we do it with Mickey. It's what it. Hey, as a Patriots fan, well, I'm not a Patriots fan. If you're a Patriots fan and they would have won it all, I get not caring. We all knew it was Mickey. It is what it is. You need a little luck to get to the Super Bowl and win the Super Bowl. We knew all year the Patriots are overperforming past expectations. They finally ran to a team that can really punish them for it. Is what it is. In terms of Drake May's play, he did not play good whatsoever. He did not show up to expectations. But the thing that football discourse we love to do, we got to get out the context, because guys do not just play like trash for no reason in great situations. Did Drake May play trash? Yes. I ain't going to try and defend it, but we also got to recognize the O-line was piss poor, terrible. We saw what Will Campbell did in the Super Bowl. Terrible. The receiver weapons that people thought were good and slept on during the regular season, shit came to reality. They ain't that damn good. The run game, which has been non-existent and inefficient all year, not that good. And even in the defense, y'all overhyped the defense of playing 3 of the worst playoff offenses we've never seen ever. And in the Super Bowl, one of the league's best rushing defense, the Patriots were supposed to be, got gashed by Kenneth Walker. So we gotta keep it a buck about the Patriots. I think they overperformed so much to the point where we start overrating them. Drake May play bad. There's the whole Patriots team, just offense in general, which is bad. And the notion that after these 3 games, Drake May isn't an elite quarterback, I'm sorry. You don't finish second in one of the closest MVP races we've ever seen, and you're just not an elite quarterback about it.
Okay.
Now, BK, if that's your criteria, the top 5 is the top 5. Cool, that's your criteria. I ain't gonna push it back on it, but he's still a great quarterback. We're not gonna knock him down for 3 games when he has 17 games showing us what he can be, especially as a second-year player.
He is.
I think we're too close to really put guys down and really put guys up, but he still has all the time in the world.
Number one, I agree. He is still in my top 10, but this is the whole problem with the whole Drake May discourse at the playoffs. The credit was still being given to Drake May because he was playing all these top great defenses. You wouldn't give it to the defense because when we asked, people didn't want to say this defense was great. They didn't want to say, they were talking about strictly the run defense. They want to give Gonzo or any of these guys credit. So when Drake gets to this high level to where he needs to play in the Super Bowl, he clearly shit the bed like we thought he would. The O-line was obviously bad. We knew this going into the playoffs. We knew these things going into the playoffs. He got the ultimate grace. Because when we shit on people like Herbert, Dak, all these guys who have worse situations almost, the Patriots and the schedule and the teams they got to face, Drake May got the grace. He got the benefit. So when we say this guy is elite, he is not an elite quarterback. He is a year 2 QB.
I'll say this, BK. First off, God, I haven't been here as often during the playoffs. In terms of the Patriots defense, I always said throughout this whole playoff run, I felt like it was more bad offensive play more than the Patriots' great defensive play. I never thought the Patriots just showed out completely. That's why when people kept saying it was a great elite defense, I'm like, bro, I don't think it's all that. And it showed in the Super Bowl. Can you play offenses that can make you pay? And the whole year, the one thing y'all can say about the Patriots defense was that it was one of the league's best rushing defenses.
Yes.
Well, I saw what the fuck happened in the Super Bowl. K9 gashed him. Had him looking like he had elite vision for the first time in life. So
yeah, but that's
what I think about the defense. And in terms of elite quarterback play, yeah, they're gonna be, they're gonna be nasty. He deserves his blame the way Herbert deserved his blame, the way Dak deserves his blame. But he is still elite. You don't finish second in MVP in a race that was decided by 1 vote, and you telling me it's not elite.
So
that's just my thing. And the fact that he's a second-year quarterback getting this type of attention and this type of expectations further proves that he's elite because that's the light we view him in.
So
that's all it is. We can hold him accountable, but we're not gonna knock him down for being great. Like, do these 3 games really change your mind this much? To the fact where Drake May is not elite and now Sam Darnold's top 10?
Yeah,
that's my thing.
True.
We have a more of a similar size. We gotta calm it down. We can keep it in the middle. Drake May, you play bad. Patriots team play bad. You gotta be better, but Drake May has to perform better. But he's still a great quarterback, and he still has a lot of future, man.
I think we're using that elite word real loosely.
Like I said, if that's our criteria with the top 5, I'm not mad at it.
I'm not gonna lie, BK. You saying this when you were saying that him and Lamar was a convo? It's like,
yeah, that's crazy. But if you think the top 5 is the top 5, hey, you know what? Hey, I ain't mad at that.
So you tell me
it could be semantics.
You gotta start doing the EO style, nigga. Like you just.
I'm not EO.
Bro.
So tell me your elite QBs.
You said what?
Who is Drake in that elite echelon of QBs?
For me, yeah.
You said what?
I get is so Drake to you is in that elite echelon of QBs.
I just to me, maybe I don't know, that's how I view it. I think there's more elite players, like just in like our ranking now than what it used to be.
Yeah, BK, that nigga not elite, bro. I don't care.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, why are we doing that shit? He's not elite.
Like I said, the semantics, I ain't gonna argue because I get your viewpoint.
I paused myself when I said elite. That's why I paused myself. I said, "Wait."
That's all I'm saying. I didn't say the nigga was ass. He's still top 10.
Myself.
Say he's not elite.
If he's not elite, he's right in like the great shit. He's
like it could be a semantic thing. Like when big,
I'm saying though. I think JJ. Do you think Herbert's elite quarterback?
Justin Herbert?
Yes, I don't think Drake Mason's the tier of Herbert though.
If Drake is Herbert,
because he asked the question, he was like,
honestly, I said he was elite for a while because at the end of the day, playoffs matter for me calling you elite. But I context also trumps what actually happens. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Or let me say no. What people thought happened. Let me say it like that. So for a long time when he was playing in the playoffs, there was a lot of things going against him more than it wasn't, and then him not making the playoffs was also going against him. But I feel like if you can't get over the hump in the playoffs, I can't call you elite because elite quarterbacks are able to do that. Exactly. That's non-elite quarterbacks are able to do that, and you haven't been able to figure that out. So for me, that doesn't work.
I still think he's elite because even though the playoffs do matter,
he's elite talent though.
It's a 3-game set aside, but at the same time, what he's doing in the regular season, backpacking that team, backpacking a full organization throughout the years, I think that wasn't being elite. I don't get that. I don't think Drake Mason's on the same level as Herbert.
If we're talking about perception, how niggas. Bro,
so then was JD 5 in that elite tier for you guys after his rookie?
Yeah, I literally said JD.
Okay, well then
JD and Drake are comparable. JD and Drake are very comparable. They're the same.
Okay.
You got one or the other.
I literally see CJ have the best rookie QB season ever, and then I literally see a nigga double back and take his chain off that, and then they made the conference championship off the fact of Jaden Daniels, and he had elite rushing value while still being a good passer. So I caught him elite. So
I think they're both. Yeah, I think they're both.
I
don't view Herbert and Drake in the same tier.
If you call JD5 elite, then you got to keep it consistent. You have to call elite. Then you don't want to call him elite. So then that's what I'm saying. That's what
Drake.
I don't have an issue. I don't have an issue with calling Drake May elite for why
it's just semantics. This is how you do it.
And if he do it again next year, it's just really stamp him being elite.
Yeah, so it's just semantics, man.
But Leroy, I don't see an issue from this. I just don't think he in the same. I just don't think he's the same realm of what's his name.
I don't.
Top board. I think that's just how I view it.
So
that is the gatekeeper.
Garb, I can see how you feel about the way too.
Hey, I'm saying Garb. That's semantics. That's how y'all feel about it. I completely get where BK and JJ coming from in there. There's semantics with it. You want to say great, but that's my whole thing.
Slam. How do you feel about this Patriots run as a whole? Because a lot of Patriots fans was gassing this shit up. Do you feel like after what you just seen in the Super Bowl, is this officially a Mickey Super Bowl run that the Patriots just had?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it is. Drake May had a chance to shut up the haters though, because there was a lot of opportunities for him to at least move the ball past the 50. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of chances and opportunities for both. Because even if they won the Super Bowl, Jared Stidham, Justin Herbert was missing gimmies in that game. CJ Stroud had one of the worst games I've seen in recent memory, and they still was in it. It was Mickey, but that regular season wasn't though. Even though they had a Mickey schedule, but a lot of people have Mickey schedules and don't elevate to where bro was at. So
of course.
We know about the Broncos.
Wholeheartedly. If Bo Nix played that game, the Patriots do not make the Super Bowl.
They get blown.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Bo Nix was bad with Josh Allen, man.
I ain't gonna lie, teams like the Jags would have beat the Patriots. I'm gonna be real with you.
For sure.
But JJ, seeing how the Patriots played in the Super Bowl, Drake May he had 86 passing yards, I think, going into the.
That nigga's like 200.
Drake May got the most for yards in fourth.
He stepped out of half. He stepped out of half the fourth quarter.
His way, all his stats, whatever.
Half the fourth quarter.
He got smoked. Seeing this whole Patriots Super Bowl, is it now officially a Mickey Super Bowl?
Nope.
I think he's struggling.
Why are you looking at me like that? I just said no.
Yeah, for real.
No.
Why?
You cannot tax somebody for a situation when if Bo Nix got hurt, that just is what it is. You can't tax him.
He's struggling.
You can't call that.
That's a trouble.
No, finish. I'm bullshit.
you cannot get mad at Drake May for going against what he had to do. That's his competition. That's the people that he had to play. At the end of the day, regardless of him going against these defenses, you can say that he has shortcomings. Honestly, I can look more towards the fact that his situation was still not shine. They didn't shine enough light on him and his situation and him uplifting that situation. I mean, I don't think it's realistic for any quarterback to be able to go in the playoffs and uplift a situation like that. I'm just going to be honest with you. So for me, when I look at Drake May going against these top level defenses, fine. You know what I'm saying? You can go and make those distinctions and make those arguments. But the reality is, it's not a Mickey Ryan.
Can I say something real quick though? This dude's
Go
funny.
ahead, Blair. Go ahead.
Hey, if they don't move that boy Will Campbell in the guard, Drake is gonna have a hard
Will
time.
Campbell had a knee ligament tear.
Hold on.
I will say, even
Hey, Trey, can we address that real quick though?
Yeah,
Real
go
quick. Ain't gonna lie, when you look back at it, and I forgot who it was someone on Twitter. He had a great ass, like a 15-minute breakdown. The shit was great. The shit that went against Will Campbell, obviously the knee ligament, he had a torn knee that came out this morning.
Willie Anderson.
Yeah. So the problems he showed in the Super Bowl, it wasn't him having T-Rex arms. It was his mechanics were terrible. And now I'm hearing he has a torn ligament. That makes sense because he's trying to overcompensate for what he has to do. And he's got killed.
And
so remember, he's a rookie left tackle.
Drake May. How are we gonna call that a Nicky Super Run when his lineman's playing with injuries? When we talk about all these other players in their Super Runs, Odell having ACL tears, we don't tax that, right?
Whoa, but that doesn't make sense though.
It does. I mean,
because the Rams, when they made the Super Bowl when Odell was playing on no ACL, they weren't.
I mean, respect. I'm just saying.
They weren't playing. But I'm saying though, they weren't playing like teams that you thought they should have won, and then they barely scraped by, and them niggas playing dog shit. That's not the same.
That's true. I remember we was talking about that differently, but you know.
What you mean? Because when they played the Bucks, niggas thought the Bucks were gonna win. Let's not forget that. Let's not forget that at all. When them niggas came back, it was crazy. But when the game,
they almost won too.
They almost won. When niggas had the Bucks winning, niggas had the Bucks going back to Super Bowl. They had
They had no business being in a close game with the Niners that year. I'm sorry. The Debo Niners, they had no case being in the game.
That win. Yeah,
I was gonna say, so they did have a close game. You just said they didn't.
No, I'm talking about. Okay, maybe let me rephrase it.
It's straight by.
They had multiple games where the other team was playing like dog shit, and they survived by the tear they chin. Compared to like one game with the Rams versus the 49ers.
Wait. No, you need to rephrase that again. That doesn't even make sense.
The Patriots, the reason why I'm calling it Mickey, because the Chargers game, I'm not even going to lie. That's fine. Even though the O-line was depleted, they actually dominated the entire game. You go into the Texas game, Patriots are playing like dog shit the entire time. The only reason why they won the game is because C.J. Stroud played like the worst player in NFL history that day. You survived that game. Then
that's the only reason why they won the game?
That's literally
what?
That is the only reason they won.
Yeah.
JJ, you're doing what Matt did.
Then they go into the AFC Championship. You get blessed that Bo Nick's ankle gets snapped the game before. That's a blessing. That's a wholehearted blessing.
On a freak accident, bro.
On a freak accident. In the last play of the game.
Day of my life.
You coming in the AFC pit. You're playing like dog shit again. And you barely beat the Jarrett Stidham Broncos, and Drake made through for 86 passing.
So only because Sean Payne didn't want to take 3 points.
No. Wait, how can you tax Drake May?
I'm not taxing Drake May. I'm talking
No. You are.
Taxing the Super Bowl.
You said C.J. Stroud played like the worst quarterback in the NFL.
Drake was number 2. He was number 2.
He threw 4 interceptions. Yes or no?
Yeah. And that
does the other team now have to go and cause him to throw 4 interceptions? Yes or no?
Drake didn't play that.
No, throw up your hands.
Yes,
they do, right? So you mean to tell me that the Patriots sat there with actually not that great of a defense by everyone's standards, right? And forced a quarterback and C.J. Stroud to throw 4 interceptions in the game. And you said that's Mickey.
Okay. So since we're talking about that, right? Can we talk about the interceptions and how that happened?
And don't forget that C.J. Stroud, the game before
that, talk about how the interceptions. Can you talk about how the interceptions happened?
Go ahead and talk about how they happened. That doesn't change.
One of them shits, he threw a late ass out route. That wasn't just like no great play by the defense. It was a badass throw. The other pick when they did I think it was a boot play. The nigga just runs back, gets hit, launches the bitch in the air. Like it's not like these niggas just making great plays.
When he threw that late, don't you think when he threw the ball late on the out route that when he's facing defense, seeing ghosts the whole game, that's a byproduct of the defense playing well.
You never said defense wasn't playing well.
You're forcing quarterbacks to make bad decisions.
I never said the defense wasn't playing well.
Hold on, you're forcing the quarterbacks to make bad decisions, make late reads, make ill-advised throws. That's all a byproduct of you playing good defense. Yes or no?
But also, too, you can say that. But also, too, some of these picks, he was just gifting these niggas picks. That's why I think
you can say a gift to one. You can say he gifted one. I don't even.
Like I said, he gifted two of them.
The fact of the matter is this: that defense came out there and forced the brother to go and make poor decisions. Yes or no?
Okay.
They caused pressure. They were wreaking havoc.
Okay.
Yes or no?
Okay.
They did the same thing in the Chargers game. Yes or no?
But their offense dominated way more.
Okay,
That's
you
the
keep
problem.
talking about the off. You keep talking about.
But I'm saying though, in a for a team Super Bowl run. That's why I'm not talking about. That's why I'm not talking about the Chargers. For a team, that's why I'm not talking about the Chargers, because I feel like they played a way better game than what these other games we're talking about. In the Super Bowl and the division round, they legit only won because worst play on earth. They only won. They only beat the Broncos because Jarrett Stidham gave them that fucking field position. That's the only reason why they won the game.
JJ,
the only reason why they won.
JJ, where do you rate Drake May's playoff performance?
The Broncos missed 2 field goals that game.
No, JJ, deadass. Where do you rate?
Okay, wait.
Drake May's
playoff performance. 2 missed field goals now. I'm
talking about
the same people that was telling me that it's an outlier for special teams to be doing that. When I say that's normal,
bro, just think. Just think about this. If we're playing in a game, and the only reason why these niggas are in the game because their backup quarterback is fucking dog shit and gave them a fucking when that fumble happened, they was at the 10-yard line?
The 10-yard line. He pushed he threw the bitch back.
All right. So bring up weather. Bring up the weather. Bring up the fact that the Broncos.
He was ass before the weather. Stop. Oh my gosh, nigga, bro. Oh my, bro.
It was mad brick outside. It was mad brick outside.
Hey, I know.
All right, man.
I know.
All right, man.
He's on his Madden shit, bro. He's on his Madden shit, bro.
Two. Are we finna sit here and deny the fact that the Broncos defense is not elite? So when you talk about that, when you bring that up, talking about Jarrett Stidham did this, that, and third, that Broncos defense still had to go and hold.
Yeah, the Broncos are playing.
Four top 6 defense.
But you know why else? You know why else? He was no. It's not no.
We going up with when we watch going up with Sean Booty. We go watch him up with Pop Douglas. We go his only real viable weapon is Stephon Diggs because nobody cared about Hunter Henry. Even though I've been talking about him, no one cared about Hunter Henry before that. Now all of a sudden when y'all going to go ahead and get on Jarrett Stidham, that Patriots defense wasn't playing well. Jarrett Stidham in the first half was not even playing bad. He wasn't playing.
They weren't playing well. Okay, I watched the whole game. Jarrett Stidham had one fucking drive where he did anything of substance. The Patriots defense was knocking Coleman's gun down.
He had that.
Jarrett Stidham not have over 100 yards a half.
He had like that 70-yard bomb.
JJ. He had over 100 yards at half, but then for the rest of the fucking game, he was the pedestrian quarterback. He didn't do shit else.
That's just a narrative. Y'all are only
saying that.
Y'all only saying that because he's a backup that hasn't played that much. Fine. I'm not disagreeing with that. But the fact of the matter is, what I watched on the field is in the first half, he went against a team that Drake May was up with and that wasn't that great and went and started lighting them up. They were playing great in the first 2 games.
Lighting who up?
He didn't. He did.
Did he not have over 100 yards in the first half? Yes or no, Trent?
Oh! I thought you talking about Drake May.
I'm talking about Jarrett Stidham.
Lighting them up is kind of. I don't think he was lighting them up. I don't think you can watch that game and say
he had one great drive.
Opening drive.
I think Jarrett Stidham had one good drive.
I'm about to cook this. Was Drake May not struggling versus that defense?
You said what?
Was Drake May not struggling versus the Broncos defense early on? Was Jarrett Stidham not going out there and cooking that Patriots defense early on?
He had one drive, bro.
He had 133 yards.
Okay, we know what happened in the second half. Weather conditions came in and blew that up.
70, I'm not hearing this.
70 yards came from
not care.
And he went 17 for 31.
Bro, y'all not about to do this. Y'all do not care about how yards are accumulated.
We gotta start caring about him playing. We gotta start caring about this nigga playing 4 top 6 defenses though. That
what?
That is a factor.
No, do-rag. He played those defenses.
I don't even get how you can say that.
But half of the game, his defense was also giving him the same elite field position that the other top 5 defenses.
Nah, I don't think it was a defense. I think more
you go against 4 of the NFL's top 5 defenses and make it to the Super Bowl.
When they played a team that can put up points, look what happened.
Well, yeah, that's a difference
Because
maker.
that's not that good of a team.
That's a difference maker. Like
Yeah,
the Patriots not that good of a team.
Hey, if I'm going to look at these
If
last
anything,
two
that should be
games,
more, but that
and
should
they're
be more,
only
but
winning
that
the
should be more
game
big.
because
That
of
should be picking up the Patriots.
if they're only winning the game because of terrible quarterback play, literally, I'm going to
But at the same time, we all know the Patriots aren't that good of a team.
But Dave, you already agreed.
They did not
But
only
Dave,
win.
you
Wait,
are,
no,
but
no,
Dave,
no.
Dave.
I agree there's Mickey in the sense that
Who gets
Dave,
no.
Put me in the type.
Dave agreed with my statement though.
I said it's Mickey because of the team that the Patriots are. The Patriots aren't a good team.
So who's getting the credit for them making it this far?
No. Me and you.
Okay.
The Patriots did not only win because they had a bad quarterback. Jarrett Stidham did not play bad throughout the entire game. That's not what happened.
He played like shit after the first drive.
That's not what happened.
That's not what happened, JJ.
You're literally trying to
Bro,
lie.
the whole game, gang. I'm a Broncos.
No.
You are lying on Jarrett Stidham name
That's
right
not
now.
what happened.
You are lying on Jarrett Stidham name.
I'm lying on Jarrett Stidham. JJ.
On Jarrett Stidham's soul, he
You
didn't
are
play
literally
good.
trying to make it seem like
Damn, he say fuck his soul for it.
After he threw that 70-yard bomb in the first quarter, he was ass.
Jarrett Stidham was not straight caca.
JJ, hold on.
Prove to me right now.
Yeah, no. Say this with a straight face.
Hold up.
No. Say it with a straight face.
I don't like when you do that. I don't like when you do that. I do not like when you do that. Jarrett Stidham was not straight caca.
Huh?
Jarrett Stidham was not straight caca.
Now, JJ, who played better in that game, Drake May or Jarrett Stidham?
No, Drake May definitely ended up playing better in that game, even with 80 passing yards. I'm not gonna argue against that. But that doesn't make the run Mickey.
I have a question.
Go ahead, Young.
If Drake makes, I think it was kind of Mickey too. But if his run's a Mickey because his opponent's teams, Herbert was terrible, Stroud was terrible, Stidham, we all think he was pretty terrible, but for JJ's sake, he was average. Why wouldn't Joe Burrow's run be Mickey?
You said who?
Cook.
Why wouldn't Joe Burrow's run be Mickey?
You talking to the right nigga. What do you say? I already said that. I've been on record. I already said that.
Are we talking about the Super Bowl?
Remember, people will boost Burrow for making a Super Bowl run.
And Young, why do you think I said that Burrow should always get gas?
I agree with you. I agree.
always
I'm just
say
saying,
that,
people will boost who they want to boost on Super Bowl runs when it's similar. Now, granted, I do think Burrow played way better than Drake May.
I agree.
But again, it wasn't like he was playing amazing.
Neither one of those runs were Mickey.
He won 2 games because the other team's quarterback was a terrorist. Same way.
Bro, if you're
Drake
only
May
gonna,
won.
this is my problem with this logic. If you're gonna only credit a team or a quarterback or whatever for the opposite team playing bad, what are they supposed to do? Are you not supposed to talk?
Hold on.
Because this one, he's playing like shit, and
you're supposed to make them play bad.
Hold on.
Like,
my whole thing is
all shit, and they're surviving though.
My whole thing is
that's my problem with it. That's why I think it's Mickey.
Drake May did not play like trash versus the Texans.
He didn't play good at all.
All right,
He didn't play like trash.
The only thing I'll say about Burrow's run, it was harder than Drake May's.
He didn't play good at all.
Why was it harder?
Did he not play Pat Mahomes and Arrowhead? Like, it's hard to play Pat Mahomes and Arrowhead.
Yeah, but Drake May played
versus
3
No.
or
I don't
4
want to hear
top
your
6
at best.
defenses.
Tell me, what did you say? Did he play bad? Yes or no?
I don't think he played good. I don't.
How are we gonna rate? So we can't use against Drake. We can say against Drake May, well, we gotta give him grace because he played 4 top 6 defenses. But then we can't use the other side of the ball.
Talk about the stuff that you're gonna talk about the reason. You're gonna talk about the reasons why he could.
So is it not? Can we not just say Drake May
talk about why he
played
was driving the
ass? Can we not just say that he played ass, but also the circumstances around the way they were winning was also Mickey? There's nothing wrong with that.
In the league, by the way.
For a top 2 MVP candidate, I don't want to hear that whole bullshit
QB
about
those 4 interceptions to lose too, by the way.
I don't care. He's a top 2 MVP candidate People were boosting the dog shit out of him going into the playoffs. He played bad. He played like shit. And then the teams he got to play were either injury riddled or the QB somehow played worse than him.
BK, all I'm saying is this. The same way y'all talking about bro throwing 4 interceptions or fumbling, bro threw 4 interceptions. They caused him to do that. Both defenses were doing what they were supposed to do.
I call that Mickey too.
At the end of the day, you're going to have to win ugly at some point.
Elite defense can't be Mickey, though. That's the other half of football. It can't just be straight offensive play. We got to give credit to elite defense.
If y'all are sitting here trying to go and look at this, right? If y'all are literally sitting here saying he played, y'all are texting him saying he played terrible, all this other stuff because he had 4 fumbles and stuff like that. And at the end of the day, they still had to win, and he still put them in a position to win. Yes or no?
He really didn't put them in a position to win.
How did they win the game then?
Yeah, okay.
No. What did he do?
No.
What did he do?
The Broncos game, he didn't do nothing for him to win. I'm being like, so.
Did he not score a rushing touchdown in the second half?
Nigga was running his ass off. He was playmaking with his legs.
Yeah,
what am I saying?
The only source of offense that game, by the way.
I'm not gonna take that away from him. He did.
I'm not gonna take that away from him. I ain't say that.
He made plays, but that doesn't mean he played great.
Hey Dave, how long was that rushing touchdown again? Like 60 yards or no 40?
No hell.
What? It was like 12 yards.
It was like
But he rushed like 64 yards just in general.
It was like 68 yards.
Like his legs, like one of the only like sources of fucking offense during that game, because again,
he couldn't pass.
One in the cold snow. Well, also it's off the snow until you play an elite defense. The receiver weapons isn't all that, and the run game is inconsistent all year anyway.
They weren't on all that, but he was also playing like dog shit. He almost threw.
No, he was too. But also the O-line is trash.
Fixes in the first half, like he literally almost did that.
Yeah, yeah. We know he played bad, but we also remember that this team in general is one of the worst Super Bowl making teams ever. We gotta remember that. Yeah, he played bad, but this is not a good supporting cast whatsoever. So like when people bring no graphics about the EPA and shit, either talking about Trent Dilfer and all the other bums, they play with far better situations.
You got people, you got Patriots fans really thinking that Travion Henderson is just terrible when they have terrible guard play. And y'all are sitting here trying. They just went against the Texans, one of the best, probably the best D line in the league. Of course he's gonna fumble 4 times. With that freaking piss poor of an O-line. I dare y'all to tell me who is it?
One of the was a blind strip sack.
Matthew Stafford fumbling that ball 6 times.
I ain't talking about the fumble.
Nah, don't bring in Stafford into this. Now, don't do that.
I'm not even trying to slander him, but it's the facts.
I ain't even talking about what's. I ain't talking.
Like, what am I saying? You talking about?
I was like, he's going to see Texas. You going to see pressure.
He just tried to throw 4 picks. That's not Mickey. That's just you, Mickey. That's you actually having. Wow. I'm not. Now I can't give credit to the.
Well, JJ, we disagree. We disagree on how Jeremy played versus the Texans, though. So that's just what.
You said what?
We disagree on how he played versus the Texans.
Okay, you can disagree on that all you want. That doesn't make it Mickey.
I think it does. If you're playing like ass. And niggas is still, and you barely survive, and you survive versus Houston because the nigga on the other side is giving you niggas OD field position.
He had 4 fumbles.
You said what?
He had 4 fumbles himself.
I know.
Is he not doing this? So,
bro, Drake May gave him the game. PJ Stroud gave him the game back.
That's why I'm saying
bro.
That's why I'm
saying both of he's saying both of them played bad. That's the point.
But my thing is, what makes it Mickey because we're giving defenses credit though. That's the same circumstance. Defense got to play too.
Where
do you
rate what?
I'm about to cook this whole thing because this is really why I'm mad about this. Y'all were already saying this wrong was Mickey from the jump, from when they played the Chargers. Because
I didn't say that.
I did.
No, you didn't.
I think
when the Texans played the Steelers. When the Texans play the Steelers, if the Texans beat the Steelers and then they beat the Patriots and then they beat the Broncos the same way, you calling that?
That would have been Mickey's fault.
It would have been Mickey.
That would have been Mickey's fault. If the Texans,
whoever got to play the Broncos, it would have been Mickey winning the ball.
It would have been Mickey for CJ Stroud.
The only reason why the Texans beat.
That's a bot take.
The same way it would have been Mickey for Stroud is the same way it became Mickey for Drake May.
That's not a bot take.
So because of the defenses,
CJ Stroud is playing with one of the worst O-lines, just like Justin Herbert is, right? And he makes the Super Bowl. Are you gonna call that Mickey?
Because
if Stroud were to play how he played against the Patriots and won, it would be Mickey. I only say it's Mickey because he's not playing great. And
that haircut is trash. Jesus Christ.
What the fuck is that?
Fuck.
Hold on, let me see the size.
The mullet?
What is that?
I'm not gonna lie. That's not even bad enough for you to be ducking for 2 hours and 28 minutes and counting.
He came at the end on purpose again.
but that's not that.
Man, I don't want to have a life
Yes,
outside of
yes,
football.
JJ. Yes, you might disagree how I view it. If the Texans would have played, if the Texans would have, what's his name? Because the only reason I didn't beat the Steelers is because all nigga they defense is pure pure backpack. Defense
real quick. I want to start this. Young in the comments. Not Young on the what's it called. Young. All I gotta say is this. I know you're not in the Discord because if you was, you would have seen what these niggas were saying in BC. If you were, but guess what? You're not. So guess what? I'm going off of what I've heard with my own ears.
I didn't start calling that shit Mickey to the Texans game. When they played the Chargers, I said okay, whatever. It was a good game. I didn't
loaded in the chamber.
I didn't start.
You had that junk loaded in the chamber.
No, stop. Because on God, you're not.
That shit didn't start getting called Mickey until Bo Nix fractured his ankle.
That's one. I'm not gonna lie. People were calling this whole run Mickey and Mahomes and Lamar running it.
You said what?
No, yeah,
people were calling this the whole playoffs Mickey when Mahomes and Lamar.
That is true. Yeah, they was doing that too.
I'm not even hearing
when they beat the Texans like that.
The entire regular season.
By the way, that's a plug. Hey, that means Young and whoever else didn't know that this was said.
Yeah, let me
Discord, man. We need y'all to be up.
Yeah, let me send a Discord out to y'all. What's the name? Facts, no bullshit.
I mean, Maggie, it was Mickey. Y'all played a horrible regular season schedule, which is fine. Yeah, which is fine, but and then the way the other teams were playing in the playoffs is what made it Mickey.
Yeah, that's
even if y'all won a Super Bowl, that's cool.
I mean, yeah, the offenses weren't good, and I've always acknowledged that. Like when y'all are saying that I'm ducking because the Patriots run as Mickey.
No.
Let me get it off. We can do this.
No. Since you're
let me get up.
No. Let me get it off.
Fuck no. Since you're here, you still think Drake may play good in the playoffs?
Man, stand on your 10, bro. I'm gonna be behind you, bro.
For 3 out of 4 games, yeah.
Banish him.
I literally did that shit last year.
Get the fuck out of here with that shit. He played ass. That was ass. Okay, that was terrible. He was fucking dog shit. Stop with this shit.
Maddie, where's your jersey so we can twin it? Go put it on for me.
That a Boutte jersey?
That's the dude.
Yo, that nigga brought up the spray, nigga. That shit stink, nigga.
What's sticky about it?
No, so Maddie, I'm gonna stand behind you though.
I have to wipe my phone now.
I'm not saying
amazing.
I'm not saying that the stats look good. I'm saying all that I've been saying the entire.
There's no way you thought Drake may play good as
he has made game-winning plays in a terrible situation against elite defenses in harsh conditions. That is all I've been trying to say. I'm not saying
you're going to die on a
let
bad
him die on this hill, please.
You're
Let him and JJ both die on this hill.
You cannot slander Jalen Hurts doing that.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Jalen Hurts.
You can't.
Well, he doesn't slander Jalen Hurts too. It also is a difference of situation as well.
That's my thing. That's my thing.
What? That's not what he said. He said in bad situations.
That comment right there. That comment right there.
Bad situations. Yes, the Patriots is a bad situation.
But he's making game winning. But regardless, he's making plays to win games.
I can slander you if you don't play good for 3 quarters. When Drake May has mid-coaching, a battle line, and average weapons at best, against elite defenses too, in harsh conditions, and you make plays that win your team the game, I'm going to give you credit for it and say, considering how young you are and the conditions that you are put in, I can say that you played good for your situation.
Hey Maddie, name me 5 of those plays, by the way, and I'll hear you out.
There was that over-the-shoulder play to Matt Collins against the Broncos. I know that y'all say that the field was short, but the 10-yard touchdown run against the Broncos, the defense should have scored a touchdown there, but Drake May had to do it himself. There was the throw to Boutte against the Texans. There was the throw to Hunter Henry against the Chargers. And the 5th one, against the Broncos late in the game, he broke off for a 40-yard run. There you go.
He never broke up for a 40-yard run. He did not break up for a
30-yard run.
Y'all are lowering the bar. I don't know why y'all
lowering so well. So I can give you about 10 to 15 plays where he lost them the game.
Side note, BK, the fact that the bar is this high for you, that shows you how you really view
it. Like that's the thing. You can't say that Drake May isn't elite and hold him to elite standards.
I'm saying what you guys held him up to. I never had him elite, but what you guys were telling me about Drake May, okay, we're going to hold Drake May to that standard.
The playoffs have nothing to do with how good you are. It has to do with how good you are and the team around you. That is the real expectation.
Okay, so let me just ask, what was your expectations for, let's say, I don't know, Bo Nix going into the playoffs?
I wanted him to play good. He has a good O-line, he has comparable weapons, and he has a great play caller.
Amazing, perfect. Who do you think played better in their playoff stint, Drake May or Bo Nix?
In a vacuum, Bo Nix, yeah.
You didn't say that, Matt. We asked that literally a week ago. You said Drake May when we asked Bo Nix has won a game or what Drake May has shown you. You said Drake May. I asked the same thing about Bryce Young.
The plays that Drake May was making were more impressive. I said the plays that Drake May was playing was more impressive.
What plays were more impressive than beating Josh Allen and going band for band with Josh Allen? What plays are you talking about?
He went man for man on Josh Allen's worst day, by the way. Let's not like
and Josh Allen's worst day.
And I still think I overrate the hell out that Bo Nix game because he also was making. There's also mistakes. The pick was bad. Like he had good moments, but there are also some bad, and it's not as perfect as y'all make it out to be.
But our offense, we weren't going. This isn't even about the Broncos. This is about how ass Drake May truly was, and you guys are caping for him because the year 2. Oh, he's young. I don't care. You guys had him as such a high standard.
Wait, why doesn't that matter? Why doesn't his experience matter?
Because you think he's an elite quarterback. If you call someone elite, I'm going to hold you to elite.
BK, I'm going to tell you again. It's not just the fact that he's elite. It's the fact that his situation is also borderline dog shit. That is also
and the teams that he played situation was it was almost his in a way.
No, it was not, bro.
Jared Stidham-led Broncos was worse than the Patriots. I don't know what to tell you.
It's not even the fact that the situation was borderline dog shit. It's the fact that he was also playing elite defenses and the weather was bad.
Like he can't help playing the offense. Like he doesn't play the offenses. He's playing the elite defenses. That's like
no. See, this is
the nastiest. He objectively playing these elite defenses. He just played worse. He was degradably bad.
I don't think he played good in the Super Bowl. I don't.
But this is
he didn't play good against the Texans.
This is winning bias.
He didn't play good against the Broncos either.
Drake May is playing. His play was the same play that we slandered Justin Herbert for. Justin Herbert just doesn't.
That is true.
Exactly.
This is winning bias.
The difference with Herbert is that we saw what Justin Herbert did against the Patriots this year. There were Ladd McConkey on the first or second drive of the game was wide. He was butt naked.
Yeah. And
Herbert just missed him. For a quarterback that's been in the league this long, that's a throw that you need to be making early on in the game. And I get
Maddie, yeah, we were when Justin Herbert lost in year 3, I believe, to Trevor Lawrence. They were slandering him,
which was wrong. I think it was halfway wrong.
I think the narrative around Trevor Lawrence.
Hey, Maddie, let me argue for you, right? Let me argue for you as a person that wasn't slandering him, right?
I don't care about playoffs. You're
young. Neither do I. It doesn't.
The reality is, as a person that wasn't slandering him, he's making the throws that you got to make is something that he's talking about right there. That's what Maddie's saying. That's the fact.
Drake May's not. But Drake throughout this playoff run, Drake May was not doing that.
He wasn't. I don't know what you guys are watching.
Yeah, but
he made the play though.
Give him a little bit of grace. Because
I understand.
And
this is I'm not saying he's not making the play. I'm not saying he's not making the play. I agree.
Like
when Drake May needed to make winning plays, he made winning plays. I'm not disagreeing with that. All I'm saying is
DK does.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying
I said he made more
totality of Drake May's play. The totality of his play when you watch from the beginning of the game to the end. Justin Herbert is playing just as bad. He's just not winning. And people crucify him for that. But Drake May won. He won, and you're not crucifying him.
Well, I mean, again, the difference is that Herbert is in year 5, year 6.
But they were doing it. That's what I'm saying. They were doing it year 3.
Like I'm not here.
Yo,
this is
young. I think the narrative around Herbert and the Jags game
making the same mistakes that you expect a rookie quarterback to make.
Also, in a worse situation too.
Wait. When someone's in year 2 making the same mistakes that you expect a rookie quarterback to make, or a rookie playoff quarterback to make in the playoffs. Not only that, has a worse situation than what Herbert did. Then not factoring in the fact that he still was winning, like you just said. That's the biggest part about that.
JJ, I got a question. JJ, do you think Drake May's in the league?
I agree, JJ. I'm saying I think we're factoring in winning too much. That's my point.
But not in this moment. If the context aligns, if there's enough context to support the claim that you're making, right? Then it's not that I would be all with it with you if I was agreeing with you. If it was like this man Drake May was in his second playoff run or third playoff run, then he does this,
If he was in year 5 and did this, I wouldn't be defending it. I can tell you.
There's no defense for that.
I'm not even giving it. It's not, to me. It's just, if he's playing bad, we can admit and say he's playing bad, regardless of the context.
That's
because
my
he's playing
point.
bad.
Why
when
can't
we
I
say
say
it about
that?
Shador, we come up with so many excuses. I don't see why that's.
No,
Bro,
me and Dave were consistent. Me and Dave said Shador sucks because he just sucks.
No, I think you should have recognized situation. I'm not saying his situation wasn't bad, but I'm also saying he's playing bad in bad situations.
Yeah, I will say though, I wholeheartedly believe if he would have they would have lost one of these games and he played the exact same way, none of us would be saying that he Matt. You wouldn't say.
Trent, you're wrong.
You wouldn't be saying this though.
Okay,
I wholeheartedly believe you would.
I can tell you why you're wrong though. Because they won those games because of how good Drake May was.
I'm just gonna be honest. Drake May played bad. Drake May played nice.
Bro, Trent. We literally just saw this Sunday. We saw this on Sunday. We saw this in the Super Bowl. Drake May was bad through 3 quarters. That was literally the story in all 3 of his playoff games before that. And then he threw the pick to Julian Love. Then he threw the pick to Uchenna Nwosu, and they ended up losing the game. There's a real chance that the Patriots come back on Sunday if Drake May doesn't play.
Keep in mind, the Seahawks were scoring field goals.
That's what
No, but see, this is the thing. No, but see, this is the context.
Please, young. I've been talking
to Maddie and JJ. The 3 games that y'all are boosting up Drake May for winning, the other quarterback is why he was able to make the plays.
Well, no, but he's making the play in
do
the
that.
end, though.
No, I'm saying those games where he won at the end making game-winning plays, I don't take that away from him. The other quarterbacks you
like
can
CJ
admit
Stroud
were
here's a
horrible.
play.
Justin Herbert was
Jarrett
horrible,
Stidham,
just as bad as Drake May was horrible. CJ Stroud was worse than Drake May. Jarrett Stidham at best was exactly like Drake May, and Drake May was average. That was not the Seahawks, which is why y'all lost.
Exactly.
That's the difference.
Yeah, I know.
If you play any quarterback,
that's why I'm not
if
gonna
any of those
defend Drake
3,
May
if any of those 3 games before the quarterback is playing better than Drake May, most likely y'all are gonna lose.
Why don't we say Sam Darnold got bailed out in that Super Bowl?
He definitely did.
He did.
Nobody's saying he doesn't. He got carried.
All I said was that he won. No one said he torched the world.
That's why I'm not. That's why I think. Well, hold on, JJ.
Hey, let's real recognize you right here, okay?
That's more of a point to
Sam
BK.
Darnold did. Sam Darnold pulled a Drake May on Drake May.
If we can acknowledge the fact that Sam Darnold didn't even play well in that game, and he got carried by an elite defense, the same way that. How many times do you expect the Patriots to keep on beating elite defenses with offenses that were playing average? They were going. The Patriots defense, even in that game, was holding their own. Versus that same thing when we were talking about when they were scoring field goals.
I'm with you, JJ. Sam Darnold, Drake May. He did the same thing. Drake May.
I think JJ that point
didn't turn the ball over.
I'm not gonna say. I don't think it was
Sam Darnold made enough plays Sam Darnold made enough plays to win. That is what Drake May has been doing the entire run. Sam Darnold did that last game. That's all he did. He didn't play amazing.
The difference is
Sam
that
Darnold got carried by his defense in that game.
Is so much better than it is Drake May's. That Sam Darnold doesn't get the same leeway that Drake May does.
And it's not even the fact that their offense is that much, because even with their offense being that much better, they were scoring field goals for the first 2 quarters.
Yeah, I agree.
No, it's taking field goals.
It just comes down to that.
I agree.
Like Drake May will get more credit for being in a vacuum, bad or mid, because his team is just not
what
good.
y'all are telling me right now is if Matt Collins actually catches the ball at a certain point, right? Kayshon Boutte actually catches the ball. This man said Stephon Diggs is acting like a freaking Riri because he got Cardi B in his head the whole game, right? The Patriots win.
No, I said there was no chance the Patriots won from the start. I said there was no chance they won.
The only chance they had was Sam Darnold playing like a duck.
And Sam Darnold showed the whole playoff.
They weren't going to allow him to do that.
Well, yeah, that wasn't because Sam Darnold was making great decisions because Clint Kubiak knew his quarterback, and he.
JJ, I think it's a good.
This O-line can't block. We're not going to do anything crazy on offense. There's no point.
Young, literally, the defense will get a stop.
I think me and Young and Dave, we all agree we stay on the same path. It's this nigga who been gassing the Sam Darnold shit.
I walked it back. He's top 10. He's back. He's like literally.
He's not my top 10, bro. I'm sorry. He's not my top 10.
He's not.
He's not.
No bullshit, bro.
What has he done to warrant that?
Sam Darnold. Like, even though I said,
he did what Jalen Hurts did to get top 10.
I literally said 2 weeks ago.
Not even, Young. Not even. Because at least Hurts.
I literally said 2 weeks ago. I think it's time to start giving him more respect. Like
top 15. Cool.
Like, but he's not a top 10 quarterback.
Not top 10 because
I
I don't even think you could stamp that he's top 15.
they won this. They won there and wanted to spy to him.
JJ.
Nigga, DJ boy.
Y'all doing mental gymnastics for this.
He's not better than
He's not better than Jared Goff.
better than Jared Goff.
He's not better than Jared Goff.
That sounds great.
Is he better than Jalen Hurts?
Yes.
I'm not about to go down this route with PK again, bro.
We don't got to. This is about Drake, man. This is about Drake.
Really, I want to know. You already said. Young already said. We didn't.
Wait, y'all got Jared Goff over Jalen Hurts?
We didn't even get Kieran's opinion.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Oh, whatever. I didn't. But wait, what were you saying? Oh, you talking Kieran's opinion about what the game?
Yeah, because all I'm saying is this: it wasn't a Mickey run. Maddie, I stand with you in solidarity, bro. They're not going to keep downplaying.
Said solidarity.
No, yeah, no, the defense. I think it's because the pitches.
Put his head like this nigga's not serious.
I think. But
This is literally the blind leading the blind.
I think the Seahawks run is Mickey too.
Talk about it.
You should say this whole playoffs is Mickey then.
It might. Yeah, this whole play.
Circumstances. And look.
And you see, this is why y'all are nasty.
The Seahawks got
honestly, no matter how much y'all want to call me a troll, y'all want to say I wasn't being serious. And this is how y'all. This literally, y'all gonna take it at face value. What we got is what we got that this playoffs. And so for you to call it Mickey, these teams still ought to go play.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we all knew. Like I think everybody at the beginning of this playoffs, we all said like this is one of the weaker playoffs in the last few years.
No,
that's why
it's one of the more open
I think
playoffs.
no, Young. I think that's why people said it was.
When they were calling it open, I mean, you can say what you want. When people were calling the playoffs open, they were saying that no, this any team can win it. Not meaning that it was weak, but no, these are super strong teams.
And that's what Mahomes was
no.
I
think people said it was so wide open because like legit, like this was one of the most wide open playoff fields because Mahomes wasn't there.
If you go through and look like all these teams, there were questions around Bo Nix, there were questions around Caleb Williams, like all these teams that were in, they were winning games and their quarterback play was not great. Now, could that just be that these teams are playing really good defense? That could be, but that's never how we really watch football. At least we typically don't watch it. It's quarterback value. That's what we typically do, is what are the best quarterbacks. But most of these defenses are playing well. But I think like these quarterbacks like Caleb, Drake, Sam Darnold there were so many question marks. If not the quarterbacks, the teams were so hurt. Like San Fran, they were hurt. The Rams, they were probably one of the better teams, but Tay was hurt. The Panthers, like that was a lot of the playoffs, this playoffs. So people are gonna say it was kind of.
He said it was no excuse for
jump, which is why even people said, yeah, like that's one of the reasons people were saying, Josh Allen, you have no choice but to win this playoff because this is the weakest you're gonna get in the playoffs. People were saying that.
Yeah, that's why we said
because the AFC is only gonna get better next year. So
Bro,
AFC also had a lead
put it in the best way possible. If you're saying y'all second best quarterback in the league, by the way, but y'all saying that it's no excuse for the second best quarterback in the league because y'all think that this playoffs is wide open, his team has a chance of winning it. That just goes to show the level of competition. Are y'all saying that the competition is really that bad, or was it that good? Actually, looking back on it, I never even thought about it like that. That really does speak more negatively on the competition. I will admit that.
Agree.
But
but I think that's how people were saying.
JJ,
at the same time, though, the Bills also
why
had
you think? But JJ, why you think niggas said he had no excuses?
Yes, they also had one of the weakest teams in the playoffs as well.
It wasn't because he had their team.
You want to know why I don't respect that? Because in my head, I already said that they weren't going to win anyways, right? But that's because of how good I thought the rest of these teams were.
Yeah, they only had one of the weaker teams in the pool. Like, it is what it is. They just had the best quarterback.
Yeah, that's what. Maybe. Oh, I thought you knew that the whole time because that's why I was like, feel me? Because like,
no, I didn't think about it like that because when we're talking about the NFL, at the end of the day, these all 32 teams. Let me not even say that. All 14 teams that make the playoffs have to make the playoffs for a reason. They have to go do what they have to go do. They have to go beat the teams that they go beat. We talked about Trevor Lawrence the way we did when he was in the MVP race because of the fact that in the last 9-10 game, that man was hooping. You know what I'm saying? He was going out there.
Even people call it that Mickey though.
They call it Mickey.
Let me read these.
Because they were saying he wasn't playing really strong teams though.
Let me read
these
the
Broncos games.
Let me read these last two.
Fried the Broncos, by the way.
Let me read these last two chats before we head out. So. Appreciate you, Vulture, again. He said, "Don't ever put Matty Ice and Sam."
Yeah, that's so disrespectful. So disrespectful.
Matter of fact, he said, "Matty, appreciate you getting voted. Matty Ice, Matt Stafford, both Hall of Famers. Don't tear down my quarterback." And I appreciate you, my boy Dawes said, "Caleb had more turnovers and TDs in the playoffs, but gets a much different narrative than Drake made." It's because what's
they both. Oh my.
No, they don't. It's because Drake put a label on himself as an MVP candidate as the elite quarterback.
This nigga, like, what's up with this nigga? Bro?
Yo, this nigga is weird.
Anyways,
this nigga is weird.
Anyways, chat. I appreciate y'all. We had 120 plus people here in the entire time of the stream. Really appreciate you, Flan, pulling up. Karen,
Yes,
this nigga, Karen has definitely entered my top 5 most hilarious niggas now. I'm not gonna lie. Karen got it.
It's still 6 in here a little bit.
Karen will be a consistent meeting in the group chat after this.
Yo, this nigga. Nah, but like I said, keep tapping in with the pod. Keep subbed in. Follow all the platforms. So probably Thursday we're probably gonna get back on college football on the college football show. We had to take a little break because a lot of people couldn't make it, so we're gonna get back to that. Next week it's all team time now. The most toxic time. You already know these tier lists about to start rolling. So
ain't gonna lie, fuck a tier list. I drop my rankings. Niggas gonna hate me, Trent.
You said what?
You specifically. Niggas gonna hate me when I drop my rankings.
Can't wait to see what.
Nah, we gonna do a tier list, so it's gonna be
no. I'm gonna send you my individual rankings. Y'all gonna be pissed. They gonna be. I'll be mad at me.
We ain't even talk about one of the most serious situations right now, bro.
We ain't got.
We can talk
about it next week.
We can talk about it next week.
Wait, which one? James Pierce?
James Pierce, yeah. We can talk about that shit next week because it's crazy. Like, it's ridiculous. But tier list is gonna start coming in. QB rank is gonna start coming in. This is gonna be the most toxic time. You already know what's happening.
Top 3.
Yeah, you said what?
I said Donna Hudson, top 3.
All right, end the show. End the show.
Yeah.
Anyways, like I said, keep tapping in with the pod. Follow all the socials. You like I said. I really appreciate all the love y'all been showing. We about to be at hella close to 3K. We're dumb close to 3K. And then obviously, JJ, you got anything you want to say before you head out?
Hey man, bro, we just respect y'all. I appreciate y'all for even tapping in and watching me cook Trent, today, bro. Bless all y'all, bro. For real. Like, man, it's always a pleasure and just a privilege to have y'all with us, bro. We respect y'all for real a lot, bro. Just being able to go and chop it up with us. We've been seeing everything y'all say in the chat, bro. So, I respect y'all opinion a lot. Some of y'all might say something I disagree with, but at the end of the day, it's the fact that y'all even want to share your opinion with us. So, we just want to keep questions over y'all, bro. And just join the Discord, bro.
Also,
join the Discord. Okay, go ahead, Karen.
I wanted to say something. Shout out Trent because I think without him, we wouldn't be here right now. So,
of course, reaching out, boys. Appreciate it.
Just let you all know, I count you all as family. You guys are my second family. So tap it in the Discord. We're usually all in there. So yeah.
Nah, that's love, bro. I appreciate you, Karen. I'll say we've been cool now since like 2022. So it's been 2026 been a little minute. Like I said, keep tapping in. We didn't. This has been a great process, great journey. Like I said, we in the off season now. More guests gonna start pulling up. We don't know who can pull up. Like it's gonna be this off-season year is gonna be great. We don't know who's gonna pull up. It could be some big games. We're gonna get my boy Jakey Rondo back up here. We're gonna get my boy KK.
Rondo. Oh no.
We're gonna Flan. We gotta try to bring our Matt back here one more time.
I got you.
Bring us on some shit. You might gotta bring Trent. You might gotta bring
Pizza Man.
I might have to bring the pizza man, man. I might have to bring the pizza man.
You gotta bring the pizza man, bro. Just might
have to bring the pizza man.
Bring on Juice. Bring on the whole family.
Yeah, I got you.
Like I said. This is going to be a great year, great offseason. I'm going to catch our boys, though. And always, bro, since JJ is here, always got to do this. We back in 2023. We out. Peace.